Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the late podcast show that we always live, always talk about the good and dandy show. Sorry that I'm a little late today. Just wanted to make sure everything comes in clutch, everything comes in what it's supposed to be. Uh, Today we're gonna keep it as short and concise as much as I can. Today, there's gonna be other people that's gonna be late, but I'm gonna make sure that they are up to speed. Uh, Here with me so far, we got my man's Nas. Nas is in the building.
Yes, sir.
Then the topics that we have today is Iron Man, Batman, Superman, and Fantastic Four. The reason why I want to talk about these main four topics is because they're the big talk of the town of next month. The big talk of the town of what's going on thus far between Marvel and DC. Um, as you can see, I have the first, the last is about a couple of weeks ago that this popped off. Um, the trailer of the ticket sale trailer one that everybody looked at, and I'm sure that Nas, you seen the earliest Superman trailer.
Um, Pieces of it, yeah.
Yeah, so everybody. I seen it. I'm sure you guys seen it. Just a just a recap. I would definitely want you guys to see that.
Mhm.
Just
Oh, okay.
give me 1 second to set up here, guys.
Wait, just we're talking about the one where Superman pulled up on Lex asking about his dog.
Oh, that one was funny, but nah, I didn't. I don't have that one up. I can definitely have that up if y'all want me to wait. I'll definitely do that.
Mm.
That one was
Lex is out here talking smack under his breath while drinking, like, oh,
yeah,
ugly ass dog. What?
yeah,
Hmm?
yeah, that one was hysterical though. I'll tell you that. That one was a little funny right there. But this one is a 2 minute clip of the ticket sale one. There's a couple of people that I looked into Reddit, I looked into Twitter, I looked into Blue Nation, and there's some talk in the town that some people like it and some people don't. Um, that's a good, you know, okay, I guess, because there's gonna be people that is not gonna be keen to this type of Superman. And for me, based on James Gunn, um, done Suicide Squad, from Volume 1 through 3, from him doing Peacemaker, from him building Creature Commandos as well. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt when it comes to Superman, and he's the only well-known person that is a producer and a writer and love the comics, love the comic books through through thick and thin, through thick as thieves. So if I would want anybody to take the helm of DC, it would be him because I don't think there's any other writer other than um I think his name is Matt Raimi. He the one produced and wrote uh, Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, and he did another one with Tom Holland. I believe that one was No Way Home. I believe uh, those are the only two writers and producers that I would take of if it was go back in time, I would pick them. I wouldn't pick anybody else to handle DC the way DC is being handled now. Penguin show was very awesome to see. Creature Commandos was very awesome to see. Peacemaker, I know Peacemaker is doing very well for itself. It's at its third season, right? Nas, Peacemaker is at its third season now, right?
No, Peace. That would be the second season coming
Season that'll
out.
be the second season. I'm already hopeful for what's to come for Peacemaker because it's doing well for himself. And to
Yep.
to top it off, I'm sure just in case, Nas, I'm gonna put it up here just in case if you didn't see it. Uh, I'm about to play it off real quick for the viewers.
Superman. The most powerful being on planet Earth. We finally meet. Now, as planned, I'll destroy you. And of course, that reporter you always do interviews with. Who raised you as a child? I'll kill them too.
No matter what you do to me, Luther, your plans won't work.
Wrap it up.
Good luck with that.
Make a move, Big Blue.
Buckle up.
They chose him. Let them die.
Hey! Quit messing around!
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
From watching from watching the trailers, I hope that you guys like what you've seen. For me, there's a lot of uh, there's a lot of comedian into it, like a lot of comic into it. So hopefully there's a balance. I don't know if you've seen the latest trailer now. It's this guy that I posted up. I hope that you took the time to see it because it's a lot. It's a lot of marketing that goes behind it. To see the trailer, how it's being presented, for me, as of right now, it looks comedic. Uh, so I don't want to give it wrong wrong hope or wrong perception because other people might think of it as okay that it has some comedic background to it. From me watching Superman, Superman was never comedic. I don't recall Superman being comedic. So if anybody could tell me if Superman was comedic back in those times, let me know. I've always known that Superman was tough, breaking bad, making sure that he saves his loved ones and saves everybody that's around him. He never sounded comedic to me. So any any thoughts about what I'm saying, Nas and Sky, or you guys are indifferent? You like the
bro.
comedic side.
I don't know. See, the funny thing about Superman is like he's like one of those superheroes that use like one-liners, and the one-liners was like really bad. So yeah, I done seen a couple come out like a comic type of style, but it's just the way he does it. It's not really like he's serious when he tries to be like funny. You know what I mean? So it don't hit at all. Like, but I done heard him say some lame one-liners. Like he was like,
Hmm.
that's the one of the reasons why I hate Superman, bro. Because it's just like, come on, bro, you that strong and you can't come up with a fucking one punch, like one liner, like. But I mean, like I said last time, like I think like it's a little bit raspy with the CGI. Like the CGI is a little bit staticky. I mean, like I said, it didn't come out yet, but
Hmm.
it's still a little, it still look a little like a little bit more cartoonish. Like perfect example, Man of Steel didn't, like, to me personally, it didn't, like, Man of Steel didn't look like that. It looked more um a little bit more like realistic. You know what I mean? This one looks a little bit more like it can be realistic, but it's also like a cartoonish in a way. Like, so
Hmm.
that's one of the things I seen as I was looking at the trailer. It just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't like to see. I think it was just like too much CGI. Like you could see it too much, like with your eye. Like you could see like certain spots when he does something. You could see like that shit is just clearly like computer. It's like,
Interesting. What about you, Nas?
Um, I said this the last time and I'll say it here again. You want the fantastical element to it. You want it to be more cartoon. That's you want that feel because it's Superman. It's supposed to be fun and exciting. It's not supposed to be grounded or realistic. When you try to do that, you lose so much of what makes the character. You
Mm,
lose the essence of what Superman is. If you look in the comics, his world is very colorful compared to other places like Gotham. If you want to go dark and grounded, go Gotham is the place for you. Batman is the character for you. Superman is not supposed to be uh, a grounded character, so to speak, because it's otherworldly. You notice that the place is even called Metropolis. You know any real place named Metropolis? You gotta think of it. So yeah, that's you want that. And then bringing it back to Zack Snyder, well, you saw how that went. Sure, you might have enjoyed it, but you enjoyed that version of the character for the wrong reasons. Now, with in terms of the comedic aspects of it, I do enjoy that. I do, but I hope it's in the right doses, in the right places, and it's not overwhelming. The CGI, it shouldn't take me out of the fantasy that you're trying to sell me. I should be able to remain in that
that's what I would
fantasy.
say. Exactly, that's what I would
Mm.
say. Like
If
you
you
don't want
take
the
me out of it,
CGI to be
um,
too computerish.
mm,
Like
yeah, maybe Sky, to your point, you're able to notice that it's just over CGI, so to speak. Maybe you're able to notice that because you've seen so much of it over the years. In
shit, I play games. I
you
play
know, you've
games,
seen
bro.
so
Like
much of it,
you
so
look at the
in a
background, like
way,
especially a
you
person
can't help but to
that like
notice it.
Easter eggs and shit. You feel me? Like if you like Easter eggs, you're gonna look at every little detail. Like I be just trying to like find things that's like unfamiliar. Like you be like, oh yeah, look, see
Mm.
something's gonna happen here.
Yes, it's
Like
hard
I
to
mean,
see something that you have never seen before nowadays. You just have to note most, hey, I guess that's what they're going to be doing, the CGI stuff, and then to use that to, well, how you're going to tell a new story with old tricks. Essentially, that's where you're at. because it's a new Superman story. We've never seen this before, but
That's how I
all
feel about
tricks,
all Superman movies, man.
all tricks.
Those are hard. Like those are hard.
It's
Like
very hard to be
Superman movies are
refreshing,
very hard,
but
bro.
that's the
Like
goal.
that's why, like, for them to be like really like putting all their promotion into it, they
Mm.
have no other choice. Like because it can be like it's gonna be like a eye movie or it's gonna be really bad. So they really have to like. That's why I understand the promotion for it and stuff like that. Because nigga, Superman's one of those hard movies. Like it's not easy to come up with a
It's
Superman, bro.
not well. It is easy, but it's hard for some people to do it. It's hard to the right people,
Yeah, facts.
or if that makes any sense at all. Only some people.
Yeah,
You need the right people to pull it off. And
yeah.
like I said the last time, many times before that, give it to some nerds. They'll know what to do right away. The reason why
Only
it's
thing
hard
I
is
like about
because you're giving it to
Superman is
people
the
who
animated
don't
series.
know much about the characters.
That's the only
That's
thing I
what
like
makes it
about
hard.
Superman. Superman, like the movies was okay. Like I mean, seeing the old movies back in the day, all the way up to right now, it's cool. But like Superman animated series, that's the only thing I could say that was like really like they really put a lot of work into.
And you were able to be okay with that because, well, it was fantastical in and of itself. When it's cartoon, you give a lot of passes, so to speak.
Facts.
Versus when it's in live action, or you're more strict, you're scrutinized even more
I
than
like the animated
usual.
versions, the animated movies. Them shits all fire too. Like all the Superman
See,
ones, them shits all fire.
case in point. Whereas it's very difficult, to get it right in live action. It's very difficult to please in live action, which is why I said animation is better overall. That's it's a stronger place to work with superhero elements. And the second thing, give it to the nerds.
Yeah, I give DC they animation. I always
Hmm.
call them for that credit. I mean, live action, it takes them some time. Like, like some of the movies and shows be good, but it's like you could tell they struggle a little bit with it.
Exactly. It's a fight to get it right in live action. It's a fight. So overall, I guess we're expected to just be grateful for what we get, but at the same time, it's like you promised us quality. What the hell is this? Like, sure, I know it's hard, but you promised us that you could deliver, right?
Yeah, you're right. He can deliver, but he has to have the right people around him,
Amen.
and he's trying to do that. I know that maybe with Superman it's gonna be difficult because, as you know, he did Guardians of the Galaxy. He took B
He
B
took
list
characters
students.
yeah, that we
He
don't know
took
about and
B
make them
B
into
list students, and then
a
he made
wholesome meaning.
magical with them. Like
Yeah,
Peacemaker. Peacemaker is not well known like that, and he took that and he made that. You know,
Yeah, sure, it's fire.
Birds of Prey. Not many people like Birds of Prey, but Birds of Prey was dope. I ain't gonna hold you. Birds of Prey was a little bit dope. Know what I mean? Looking at it like I thought this was gonna be a Birds of Prey too. Looking at it like, you know what I mean, how it's going down and stuff like that.
Only question I got is, you think it's worth the popcorn bucket though?
Birds of
Think it's
Prey,
worth the popcorn bucket? Nah, Superman. Think it's worth the popcorn bucket?
worth the popcorn bucket. They be the pop. They got a marketing for popcorn buckets already.
Yeah, I
I
remember
got
you had that on the last podcast. You had I seen you had like the popcorn buckets up there. They got
yeah,
like a popcorn bucket.
yeah. But those are different popcorn buckets. You gonna have to take a popcorn bucket though.
Bro, I'm just saying, bro. For you to have a popcorn bucket, bro, you your shit got to be a hit. Like that, like the last popcorn bucket I see was Deadpool, and see how that went. Like
Yeah, but
you know, mad people
but
bought the
I wasn't
popcorn
able to
bucket.
get a popcorn bucket from
That's
them.
because mad people bought that shit. Go get a Superman popcorn bucket. You gonna be like, you like, oh, that's a couple left.
Yeah, Superman popcorn bucket. That'll be. I don't know. I don't know. People might not like the Superman popcorn bucket.
I don't know, man. I think
I'd rather get the cup though.
I don't know if the movie's gonna be worth it though. Like I don't know if that movie's gonna be worth it. I mean, they promoted it good, so. I mean, I expect them to at least make their money, like at least make their money back easy.
The Superman popcorn bucket for AMC
I just want to see the
is,
superheroes they're gonna have in the movie. Like,
well, that's not
about like,
that it's not that bad. They got the dog one, and then they got
I can,
the
yeah, I'll
they
take
got
the dog one.
they got the Daily Planet newspaper box popcorn bucket and the cup with the mystery topper. So that's not that
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, they reaching, they reaching though. You can see they reaching for it. They're like, yeah,
And
we're
then
gonna
they
try to
and
make
then
it.
they give you a keychain.
They're trying to make that the movie of the summer for DC. That's why.
Yeah, they give you a nice little keychain.
That's fucked up because they don't got no other choice. For real, they don't really have no other choice but to make that the top thing of the summer, like DC as far as DC goes. They don't got no
Yeah,
other choice.
but don't you think Regal is better though? I'm gonna show you. I think Regal is one of the best popcorn buckets out of the AFC. It's just short and concise. I put it up there. The popcorn buckets.
Yeah, I'm looking at that shit right now.
The Regal,
Yeah,
the Regal one looks better than the AFC one.
nah, I'll take that little dog one. That shit fire. The little dog one, that shit fire.
The little dog one, yeah,
That shit
that's
dope.
the
I like
Regal
that.
one. Regal one is like trumping on AMC.
They bringing out a lot of merchandise. You know what I mean, that's how I know they trying to capitalize on that movie.
Hmm.
When niggas start bringing out popcorn buckets, they like, yo, we trying to make top dollar off this. Niggas don't just bring out popcorn buckets, bro. It ain't like I mean how the '90s was when I mean every fucking movie had a popcorn bucket. This shit is like, nigga, this shit got to be a hit for you to get a popcorn bucket.
For sure. You
Like,
getting
I
a
get it with like seven.
you getting a popcorn bucket, Nas?
I give it like seven.
No.
Yeah, he's like, no. I get the dog popcorn bucket. That shit fire.
think I look like getting a popcorn bucket.
Not even a
I don't
cup,
even eat
bro.
popcorn like that.
Not even a cup. At least get the cup.
Why?
You don't
Nigga,
like
if it
the
was back in
you
the
don't
day,
like the
nigga would have got
cup.
a popcorn bucket.
Well, why though?
He's like, but why though?
It's Superman.
So,
Yo,
See?
don't do that, bro.
so,
People, we don't like Superman that much, man.
exactly.
Oh, okay. That makes
I'm not
sense.
really. I ain't really a Superman fan, but I'm definitely a crypto fan. I love crypto.
I like Superman enough to watch and talk about, not to making memorabilia about the character.
So what
Mm,
popcorn
I think
bucket
it's
would you
good,
get? What
None.
popcorn? None. So you don't have a particular
ID.
Marvel or DC
but yeah,
that yo, I'm getting this popcorn bucket because
None.
this is my favorite character. None. Can't be just none. It has to be a particular character that
I
you would.
have enough comic book memorabilia at the house. I don't need any more.
Oh, you have too much.
I have enough.
you can
I
never have
have
too
a
That's why.
I have a Bane bust. I have a bunch of Batmobiles. I have a Flash. I have a bunch of comic books.
much. I got most of
I have
DC.
Green Arrow. I'm
Ah,
good. I'm good. I don't need any more.
that makes sense.
I mean, popcorn, but popcorn bucket is for popcorn. I mean,
Well, a
like I said,
popcorn
I
bucket
don't
that's
think
gonna
it
just
makes a
be there to
major
be
impact.
pretty.
It's not gonna make a
You're very welcome.
I don't see that making a major impact to where it needs a memorabilia of a popcorn
Thank
bucket.
you. Thank you. I do hope the movie is successful, but not successful where someone that's tell me, hey, you, Nas, you need a popcorn bucket. Go kick rocks. Beer toad with the
Nah, that
pinky.
shit was gold. I'll take that. Or it was like holographic. I'll take that. Some
Mm.
holographic, so you can't beat. You
I'll
can't
go
beat
punch on,
holographic
okay?
stuff. You can't beat the holographic, man.
That's dope. That's
Like
dope
that
to
bitch was
hear.
going to dark or something. Like,
Oh, also, Jesse, you
Yeah.
mentioned something earlier that I wanted to touch on in terms of James Gunn making D-list superheroes household names, Peacemaker, Guardians of the Galaxy. and
Mm-hmm.
anything else it touches is almost like magic or something. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what I wanted to have said is, yes, he made them a household name, but he did so by changing what these characters were originally about and just giving them like a new facelift and a new story altogether, but just with names that you're familiar with. And that's it. Which is what I was saying the last time, even though we are getting a Superman story, it might not be familiar to anything we've ever seen, either from comics or in live action altogether. It's just going to be like the aesthetic of Superman, but with, so to speak, new life being breathed into the characters. So they're going to be known for different reasons, but it just so happened that in terms of Superman, it's very hard to stray away from the comic book source material because there's so much source you can use. So you don't have to stick to any one thing. Plus, it's gonna be very hard to use any one version or any bits and pieces of a version to bring a story forward. So these characters and the story is only gonna be Superman related in name, but everything else is gonna be all gun,
Mm.
so to speak. That's what I was expressing the last time, and it's that thing that I brought up was relevant um now.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to leave that there.
Word. I appreciate that because like it's very wholesome where even us as content creators and trying to figure out what the new DC is going to be about. Where James Gunn and Peter Safran is the two CEOs that's dealing with DC, and there's a lot of writing on Superman, and a lot of DC fans is really wants to kick this to the curb. Really want to be
It's a
like, yo,
risk,
fuck.
man.
It's like really fuck you. Like
The ones who
there's
wanted
a
to
lot
fail
of
is not the
Snyder fans.
Jesse.
Lot of
Exactly,
Snyder fans.
exactly. The ones who wanted to fail, they are not DC fans. They are Snyder fans.
Yeah.
Let's get that first and foremost. The Snyder fans wanted to fail because they believed
That's different.
that their turn with Superman wasn't over. They believed that Zack Snyder's exit was not done in good taste, and they would
Yeah.
have wanted more with that version, or you let it, or give Snyder more and more opportunities to kind of develop into the version of Superman that we know from the comics,
I would say,
even though that is working backwards,
I would
and I
listen
wouldn't
to
want to see
him.
it.
But the thing is, what the DC is saying is that with the Snyderverse, there wasn't a direction. There wasn't a streamlined story of all
Nah,
these was going
director's cut
on.
was perfect. The director's cut was
But
perfect because they went into grave
according to
detail of each
Snyder,
person.
there was a story that he was going towards.
Yeah,
He wanted to do New Gods, but the thing is, you can't do New Gods so early. You have to
that
wait. You
was
have to
fire,
earn New
man.
Gods. But
That
that's what he
that
wanted to do. And after you do New Gods, after you bring in Darkseid and you go to the High Father and Orion and all these people, after you do that, then you go old school and bring and give the wholesome comic book accurate version of Superman. When it's
Nah,
too
the Snyder,
late,
Snyder cut was a save though. It was to save that shit, bro. Cause that Snyder cut, where you could tell it was bits and pieces taken out. Like you could just tell as the movie go along. You're like, yo, there's something missing here. Oh, there's
wait,
something
which
missing.
one are you talking? They talking the four part Snyder
The first
version?
first one, yeah, the first one where you
Or are
could
you talking
tell.
the one that was made in 2017?
Yeah, yeah, that shit was terrible. Snyder cut, like I said, I like Snyder cut because he actually took the time to go into at least a little bit of detail of each person before he brought them together, and then the nigga brought out Darkseid. Like, nigga,
Yeah,
I gotta
Skip
applaud him just for
Steppenwolf
that.
and go straight to Dark Side.
I gotta applaud
But
him just for doing that. Cause that Supergirl shit, that Flash movie was fucking
it was
doodoo
dog
sauce,
water.
straight garbage. Like I don't even know why they even did that, bro. They should have just kept it as a TV show, and then they should just use that Flash because that Flash was
Or or just use the Flashpoint storyline from the comics. It's not that hard. Everything that you need is right there.
it's
They
not
tried
it's
to
not.
do the
They
Flashpoint
did it plenty of
storyline
times,
without the Flashpoint
just not in
elements.
live action. They did that shit plenty of times.
What do you mean?
Flash, the
Flashpoint.
TV did that.
They
It
done
did
did like animation
Flashpoint.
Yeah, but the
form. They
thing
done did
is,
a comic
The
book.
TV
They
show
just
yeah.
didn't do
did
it in live action.
Flashpoint.
Okay, so the comic book version is the best version because that was the first.
Nah,
Then
animated
the
version
animated
was perfect.
movie, the animated movie is second best because well they actually did their thing in adapting that to life.
That shit was
Then
perfect.
came the Flash season three. They tried to do it. I really hated it. I really hated how the whole season is called Flashpoint, but they wrapped up the
Understandable.
story in
It was
two
kind of
episodes.
confusing. It
The
was
whole
kind of confusing.
season of season three is called Flashpoint, but they wrapped up the whole arc of the comics in just two episodes.
No,
And
they
then
didn't.
nothing new
No, they
happened with
didn't.
it.
No, they didn't. Because in order for
I
you
will
to
fight you.
understand, in order for you to understand Flashpoint, you had to watch Flash. You had to watch Supergirl. You had to watch Arrow, and you had to watch Batwoman for you to understand Flashpoint. You can't just watch Flash if you didn't watch Arrow on its own.
Okay, in the comics, do
Batwoman,
you remember? Wait,
Batwoman
wait,
on
wait, wait,
its
wait,
own.
wait, wait. In the comics,
Batwoman on its
in the
own.
Flashpoint comics,
Supergirl on
do you
its
remember
own.
all of what
Those
happened?
TV shows had a part. Even I forgot his name. I always call him Static Shock, but even him had his part in Flashpoint to get to Anti Monitor. So if you just watch
You see, no,
Flash,
no, no, no. Flashpoint and Clark Kent, Jesse. We're
yeah.
talking about two different things here, evidently. I'm talking about Flashpoint. You're talking about Crisis on Infinite Earths. That's that's something completely different.
Oh, okay. I thought that's
So
what you was
now,
going.
like I said, and that didn't happen until season five
Flashpoint,
of Flash, I believe. Season
Flashpoint,
five or six of Flash, season
Flash,
eight of Arrow. That's when they did Crisis on Infinite Earths. You're way ahead.
Flat,
We're talking about
Flashpoint.
we're correlating the Ezra Miller movie and how they try to do Flashpoint without actually doing Flashpoint properly, and we're comparing that to the season
But he
three
did
of the
Flashpoint
Flash.
before. He did Flashpoint.
That's what we're talking. That's what we're
That's what I'm
talking about.
saying.
The season three
They
of the
did
Flash.
Flashpoint many
That's what we're
times.
talking
They
about.
didn't do a live
But
action besides
yeah,
the
but what
show.
I'm saying is, in that particular version of the storyline, right? They didn't really do a good job with it. Because the whole season, 22 episodes in a season, is called Flashpoint. But then the actual story of Flashpoint for that whole season happened in the first two episodes. That's what I
That's
was
crazy.
saying. They wrapped the whole exactly. That pissed me off. They wrapped they wrapped the whole arc in the first two episodes, and then let the rest of the season be whatever they want. I'm like,
They could have
why
made
would
that
you do
Flash movie
that?
that fucking. They should have made Flash movie Flashpoint
Season be whatever they want. I'm like,
Flashpoint nigga because that shit
yeah, no, 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 no,
like
no. Sky. That's the thing. They did Flashpoint. They just didn't do it properly.
Hmm. Yeah,
just
I'm a
did it the
def.
original way.
Mhm. The whole point of Flashpoint is this: Barry went back in time to save his mom. The
Yes,
rest of the universe is horrible as a result.
but
And Reverse Flash is just there
reverse Flash
taunting
was
Barry
there.
and just
Yeah,
letting
he
him
ends up
do it
losing his
and won't
powers.
let
He
him
ends up
change
losing
it.
his powers because he stopped. What's the name to do it? So he ends up
Yeah, and
losing
he
his powers
stopped
while he's fighting.
himself. He stopped himself from even interacting.
Yeah,
That's when
no,
So it's a
Flashpoint
worse
that's not
started.
the real
version.
storyline. That's
It's
not
a
the real
worse
storyline.
version of the show, which is a worse version of the animated
Yeah,
movie,
that's not the
which is a worse
storyline
version
of
of the
him stopping
comics.
himself. He's not even
That's
supposed
what
to
I'm
see
saying.
him.
That's what I'm saying. It just the story when they try to readapt it, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Ezra Miller's version is just the worst one in that whole sequence of
The
retelling that story.
Supergirl come out, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. This shit's
Yeah,
stupid.
and you know what pissed me off about that Supergirl? The black hair Supergirl is supposed to be Superman's daughter. Why is that? Why is black hair Supergirl his cousin?
That's crazy. I
You
ain't even peeped
see,
that either. I ain't peeped that shit.
blonde Supergirl is his
Yeah,
cousin.
it's his
Black
cousin.
hair
Yeah, y'all.
Supergirl is his
Damn, that's
daughter from
crazy.
the
I ain't
future.
peeped that shit. Yeah.
That pissed me off. That's supposed to be his daughter from the future with Lois Lane.
That's crazy, yo. I ain't peeped that shit either in the movie. I'm like, yo, what the
Yeah.
fuck is this Supergirl? What the
So
fuck?
why she calling him cousin?
Nigga, they could have been. They could have put her in the fucking movie, and that should be fire. Like what? I don't know, man. Flashpoint. Like they. Like, I hope they just. I hope they do another Flash movie, but I hope they just do Flashpoint the way it's supposed to be. Like I want to see fucking. Batman is fucking his dad and shit. Like that shit is fucking fire, bro. Like they could have did it way better than what they did. Yeah, way better.
Could
See,
have, didn't, because they didn't really go to the people who could actually do something. Like I said, the nerds. They
Yeah,
would they would never allow that to happen.
I think they just put that shit together. Like, yo, we're gonna do it like this. Fuck it. Like that shit was
And
weird.
they made a new character, which is supposed to be like an evil version of the main Barry Allen, but this evil version is he's evil because he tried too many times, so he became corrupted. And then the CGI is just garbage. Like,
But
what evil was
that.
that?
I thought they did
And
that in
this,
the show. Wasn't the black one was supposed to
yeah,
be that?
Savitar. But in
so
that
yeah,
case, but listen, that Savitar that you saw was an amalgamation of two characters. There's this character called
Oh,
Savitar who
okay.
dresses like he's some sexy supermodel, literally.
Oh,
And
okay.
you have Cobalt Blue, I believe his name is, which is actually the evil
Yeah.
version or future evil version of Barry. So they mix two versions of two different characters into one, give them a completely different story, and the
Oh,
story in and of itself do not make sense.
that's
And
crazy.
they,
I didn't
so
know
if you're gonna try to use that now as an excuse to say, well, they did it in the show, they can do it in no, the movies are supposed to be better. The movies overall make more money. They're supposed to be better.
that. Exactly.
People tune in more to the movies than to the shows.
Yeah, and that's a
So
sad thing that the show was
prove,
better than the movie.
show the people why the movies are better. If not, then get out the kitchen, let someone else cook.
Yeah, facts. I
well,
don't know, man. It's a hard thing between those lines, man. Because like I said, DC, when it comes to movies, they haven't. They like me personally. I don't think they had it since the early 2000s. So you know, no, I
Hey,
mean, a lot of these
hey,
movies.
say what you want. That first Aquaman movie was the best movie in
yes,
the recent year.
Aquaman one
The
and
first
two.
Aquaman movie. No, 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 no,
Double.
no, no, two. Get to it. Two don't count.
It was
Two
Two
don't
alright.
two
count.
was good.
It was
Two was
okay.
good.
Two
It was
was
okay.
ish. Two
It
was
was okay.
ish at best. Don't get it twisted. Two was ish at best, but the first one was so majestic. It was so glorious to look at. It was so
Yeah,
beautiful.
and
Even
yeah,
though,
they made
even
fucking
though the
Aquaman
first
look
movie
good.
also had so much shit that, if you really think about them, they don't
Oh, that
make
shit long as
sense
hell.
and they have actual consequences. But if you just blank your mind out and you just look at the movie for itself, it's so beautiful. And take it from the person who complains. I was able to see that movie and say, hey, that's the best movie from the
You look
DCEU.
like Aquaman. You
That was
look
the
like
best movie from the
Aquaman.
DCEU. Anything else? Eh. Even the first Wonder Woman movie, the last part ruined it. It was good up until that last act. The first Wonder Woman movie.
It reminded me of Captain America. I don't know why. Like it just reminded me of Captain America.
Wait, which one?
The one where like she's in like 19 something. Like it's like early.
1984.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
second one.
yeah. That's the
19,
second one.
Wonder Woman 2 reminds you of Captain America? Wouldn't
Yeah,
that
I
be the
don't know why.
first one that reminds you of Captain America?
It was one of them that reminded me of like the whole
Yeah,
war and
that would
shit,
be yeah,
and
exactly. The first
whole
one.
the love thing going on. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, this still right with Captain America. I could be wrong, but
But
that's how
there
I
you,
felt about it.
but there you have it. You know, this is the time that we're gonna see. We're about 3 weeks in. This is the last month. This is the last month to talk about Superman. We talked about Superman of the potential story arc that it could possibly be in that James Gunn is gathering his information from. We talked about what
Oh,
Fifty
Birthright
oh,
could
Seven.
be.
oh,
We talked
Get that
oh.
about
And
All
seven.
I saw
Stars.
something interesting. I saw
Yes.
something interesting about Superman recently. I don't know if y'all saw it, but people were asking him, "Hey, why does Superman suit look so baggy?"
Bro,
Hmm.
I said that from the
No,
door.
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
bro,
Yeah, but
he
people
he
asked
just
him,
want to put the
and
suit.
he was addressing it. He actually addressed it in an interview, and he said the reason, according to him, guess what he said? This is what James Gunn said. The reason why the suit is baggy is because his mother is two things. One, because his mother made the suit, and the second one would be because there's no padding in the suit. Those are the two things. that he
But you
said.
could at least made the nigga look like he was like athletic or like you
Yeah,
could
he
have bulked
said
him up a
one.
little bit.
Yeah, so remember, these are his 2 points. One, because in the story, his mother made the suit, that's why it looks so baggy. And two,
That's understandable.
because there's no padding in it. That's all David Corn sweat. So
That's
that
understandable.
people kind of saw that as like a jab towards Henry Cavill because although Henry Cavill beefed up for the role, he still had padding in the suit, and it was evident. They even showed the behind the scenes footage
Yeah,
of
but Man
what
of
the
Steel,
suit looked
his suit
like.
looked like he was supposed to be wearing the suit. Like I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
nah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But here's the thing now. Even if you're not going to be using padding, two things, two rebuttals to what James Gunn said. Even if you're not going to be using padding, the suit can still look more close fitting to show that hey, don't play with me. I'm arky like that. That's one.
Exactly.
Yeah, the suit could look sexier, which we saw from what Jesse was showing. From they have like a cartoon comic book version of the David Cransworth suit, and I'm saying, and I was saying to Jesse that looks
Oh,
so much
All
better.
Star,
Why did they do that?
All
No, no, no,
Star
no, 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 no. No,
Legacy.
remember? No, no, no. Stop. Remember when you showed me? You showed us what they're doing in addition to the movie, and I was saying to you, hey, that looks so much better than what we're getting in the movie.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that. Why couldn't they have done something like that? And I've seen live action, what you call it, visual arts of what David Cornsworth could look like as Superman before we saw what he looked like officially as Superman. And those look the concept arts, those look so much better. That's so what the hell, James Gunn? Now the second thing is he said, remember he said that James that the suit looks the way that it does because Superman's mother made the suit. And I'm saying to myself, ain't no way his mom is making that suit. If you look at it, that no no no. If you look at that suit, it looks like alien, Kryptonian, military guard. It looks like what they would wear. Like what a general would wear. That's what the texture of it looks like. That doesn't look like something that his mother would
That's
make.
what I'm saying. He was just making up excuses, bro. Like just say that
So
nigga
that
can't fit in the suit,
I
bro.
didn't believe that was a good excuse to use at all, is what I'm saying. That was weak.
And how old is Superman in this movie? How old is he?
Good question.
Is he like right after high school? Like he just getting into Daily
No, no, no,
Bugle
no. He
or
went to college and whatnot. He went to college for journalism, I believe.
Yeah,
uh
so it'll be like
so
4 years.
he's an
It'll be
older
like four
Superman.
years.
So he should
It'll be
be
like
a little
he's
muscle.
fresh.
Like
He's fresh. He's fresh out the paint. He'll be like first
so
year
he
out of college.
If
that's what
he's
I'm
fresh out
saying.
the paint, if what you're saying is true, Jesse, then whatever he's wearing should reflect that. It doesn't reflect that from what I'm seeing.
Nigga look like a big ass kid in pajamas.
Then it
I
should
would,
be
if
early.
Sky,
Early.
if
It
that's
should
what they
be
did, I
early
would have been fine with
stages.
that. If that's what they
But
did,
you
I would
don't
have been
think
fine with
you
that.
don't
But
think that's like early stages where he just got into Daily Planet. He just
yeah,
got in,
that could
or
the here,
or
according to what
it
you're
could
saying,
be
Jesse, the here
or it
says
could
yes.
be or it could be like maybe couple of months in, couple of months
Maybe.
in, maybe
The
couple.
here says yes, but the suit says no.
Yeah.
The hair that he has when he's Clark Kent says yes, but the suit that he wears when he's Superman says no.
See, but
Then,
that's why I understand he's not that big now because if it's going by like his first years, he's not going to be as big as he is like how he's been doing it. Like he's not going to be in that time frame yet. So
Also, this is what I
understand
believe. If he has been Superman for a long while, he should ideally be bigger because he's been
exactly,
spending a lot of time in the sun. The more
exactly,
time he spends, the sun gives him his strength. So the more time he spends in the sun, the bigger he should be getting over time.
exactly.
that
That's what I'm
makes
saying. For
sense.
him to look so skinned in, and then you got to remember, like fucking when you do film, now I mean, it adds on weight. This nigga looks
Yeah,
him
I
and Lex
said that
Luthor
to
look
a guy
skinny
and I
as
got
hell.
blocked on
Niggas
Facebook
bony as
a while
fuck.
back.
Like niggas both bony. Like
But definitely, we'll
You
definitely
can't be
see.
bony and you can't be a bony Superman and be doing this for like 10, 15 years at all.
facts,
That don't
facts.
make any sense at
but
all. I
but
said
that
that to a guy on Facebook last year, and was it last year or the year before? And I got banned from the group.
I
that
give it a 7. I'll give it a seven.
but
I
definitely,
really hope this movie is a success, though. I really hope it is.
me
Give it a
too.
seven.
I hope that it's gonna be because I can't wait to get my my overall honest review at the end of the year that I always do. I don't know if you was here last time, Nas. Um,
Probably not.
but it was me, Sky. We did a whole
He was
review
on
on
point.
the whole DCU. We did a
Oh
whole,
yeah,
and then
hell
we
yeah,
did
he
a
was on point.
Yeah, that
whole
sounded like it was way before I got here. Yeah.
we did a whole thing about that. Then we did a whole thing about last year's Marvel. Marvel's we do it every year. Marvel's top
Oh,
shows
like a
that made
recap.
it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like a recap. So we always do that. That's why I always wanted you guys to make sure that you watch it so you can actually give your full and bias review because it's important for for everybody that's here that's watching on YouTube and on Twitch to understand the complexity that we go through of watching these shows and understanding that the CGI is out of whack, the writing is out of whack, the creativity is out of whack because we're gonna point them out, you know. So hopefully, I'm hoping that Superman, this one,
No, no, no.
um,
Me and Sky point them out. You glaze them. Get it right.
I don't glaze. I don't know
You
what
try to
you
give him the benefit
mean.
of the doubt.
I don't glaze. I just be neutral to
Yo, stop
everything.
capping. Stop the cap. Right now. Stop the cap. I'll fight you.
I just be neutral. That I mean, because I love DC and Marvel, so I am a DC fan and Marvel fan at heart. But if I see some fucked up shit, I'm gonna point it out. I'm
No, no,
gonna
no.
point it
We'll do
out.
it first and then maybe you agree with us. Don't get it right.
I'm gonna point it out. You know
He
I
said
got my
something.
rants once in a while. I got that.
No, no. It has to be really bad for you to say something. Just be honest. It has to be
Huh?
really bad for you. It
Nah,
has to be really bad for you to say
Yes, it
something.
has to be
nah. If he
really
liked it,
bad.
he
Oh
gonna say
yeah,
something. If he
yeah,
liked it,
yeah,
he say something.
Even if
yeah.
there's nothing to like, he's gonna find something to like. He's gonna be
Yeah,
like, well, at least they were actors in this and they were getting paid.
nigga. All he says, he be like, "How?" You already know what he about to say. He like, "Nah, nigga, I don't hear that shit."
But
Skybeam is here is my witness. You glaze a lot.
hey, if that's how
Not
you,
Glaze boy. I see he puts what Curtis do. I mean, even though they don't, even though like sometimes they don't deserve it, they still try to give him credit.
Same things. What did I say that was so wrong?
No,
you ain't say anything that's wrong.
no, no,
You
you see
know,
nothing wrong.
Mm.
everybody has a point of view, and it's eye of the beholder that what they see may not may not be what others like, and there's
And then I
that's
have to ask you, what is you beholding, my nigga? Like, come on.
like I completely
Are
understand
we
you.
beholding the same thing?
No, I'm in the same agreement with you guys. Like when it comes to how y'all feeling about Superman. Like right now, y'all feeling like the CGI is kind of whack right now. Now, and me, y'all didn't point this out that the trailer looked comedic to me. I just hope that he finds a balance of
Yeah,
him.
comedic is good, but
That was a good
Mr.
one.
Terrific
No,
is not really a comedic character.
Superman was never comedic. He was always
No, he had
strong.
comedic moments.
He got
He has
comedic
comedic
moments, but they
moments.
It
they
He
really
has
wasn't.
a
be
lot of
dry.
comedic
They
I
be
moments.
so
didn't.
dry.
Justin, the DC Snyder version wasn't comedic.
It wasn't
Read,
that moment in time.
Are we
read.
talking about
It
movie
wasn't
version
that
or
type of
comic book
movie.
version?
I'm talking about movie version, bro.
Exactly. But
It
guess
wasn't that
what?
type of movie,
Guess
man. It
what?
was
The
supposed to be
movie
dark.
versions
So
don't really matter right now. We're dealing with the comics.
Oh, you want to go with the
Because the comics is
comics?
what is being portrayed
Super,
in.
like this
Listen,
Superman
you
though,
are
want
you
to
he
go
does
with
listening
the
to
it.
me?
comics?
it
Are
that
we?
The
I,
Superman is
last
looking a little
one, the last
cartoony.
one
the
a
comic
couple
book
of years.
comic books
That
is
was a
where
couple of
this
years
is what
ago.
where the source is. So
Yeah, but
that's what you have to worry about. Are you getting that right? Not are you ripping off somebody else Are you ripping up
That
someone
shit.
else's success?
That nigga, he
But
always
Are
been
you
comedic,
finding
but
your
it's
own
just
success?
so you telling me the comic book has comedic values in it?
yeah, they got
Yes,
lines, bro. Like he got literally lines that he's
yes.
saying. You be like, really, nigga? Like you be like, yo, come on, bro. Like you,
Yo, for example, for
like,
example, for example, for example, ready? There's this character, I believe her name is Cat Grant. um she always be dressing sexy in the office, and she came to Superman, well, Clark Kent at the time, trying to press her breasts or like her cleavage into his face, trying to get him to look at them, and he was making dead eye contact with her the whole time, and she just gave up. And she said, hey, I wonder if you're from a different planet or something, because what's wrong with it, these are titties. What kind of man doesn't like titties? And then she was like, I get it a lot, man. Or this one time when Superman had this slimy look on his face while he was squeezing the shit out this guy's hand.
nigga,
See, you laugh.
When
You
he
laugh
met Batman, that
exactly.
shit was funny as hell, bro. When he met Batman for the first time, that's the like the most the most iconic part of like the comedy was like him meeting Batman. Like,
Or when Superman got knocked out by Muhammad Ali. And
yeah,
you
word facts,
see Jesse,
What?
Sky laughing.
yeah, facts.
When
Nigga,
Superman got
Muhammad Ali
beaten,
beat
got knocked
Superman.
out by Harley Quinn. That was funny too. Also, there was this other time when Superman also he was playing a game a round of baseball against Batman and lost.
Or
That
when
was
he was
funny.
singing, when he was singing the Destroy Dark Side,
Yes,
nigga,
yes,
nigga sung the beat,
when he beat Darkseid by singing.
bruh. He do got some comedic, but it's just like he's a corny fucking superhero. So when he does it, it's like, uh,
But do you know why he's quote unquote corny, like you say it?
I mean, yeah, that's his whole personality. Like he's just like he's from a different planet, so he's not really into things really. Like,
Not
nah, I
really
mean,
that. It's that, but it's so much more than that. It's because of how he was raised. He was raised on the
exactly. He was on a
countryside.
farm. Like,
He
yeah,
was
he raised
raised
on a farm.
he was
Like,
raised on in Smallville, where the
but
people raised
that's
him
just like
right,
Captain America. That's
and
why
they gave
Captain
him
America
morals.
is a corny superhero. Captain America is a dope superhero, but he's also corny too. He be having
Hmm.
his moments where he say some stupid off the line shit. You be like, yo, for real, bro. Like,
But Captain America will shoot the shit out of you if he feels the need to. He will. He doesn't have any qualms about killing people. Superman now, no killing, killing bad.
nah. Nah. If you go
Like,
through the
did you
body
watch
counts of
Winter
every
Soldier?
movie, when you go through the
And
body
see,
counts of every movie, nigga, body counts is crazy, bro. Like, I don't see. Go look at Superman's body counts, nigga. What nigga knocking over buildings and all that with people still in there? Like, you know how many people
yo,
died in the
I've been
superhero
wondering about that.
in the Superman's
Yo,
movies?
you know how high the taxes in Metropolis must be because of property damage from Superman?
Yo,
Hmm.
you know how many people died in those movies, bro? Like, if you literally look like realistically, besides like looking at like the movie, bro, mad people was dying because look at all the buildings that was getting destroyed, bro. Man of Steel, nigga, they was destroying so many fucking buildings. Like, and I know
That is
people in
the
that
whole
time
point
wrong.
of
You feel me? Like,
BVS.
Hmm.
That's Batman's whole point of BVS. Look at all this property damage. You gonna pay. You gonna pay.
and look how many people probably fucking died after all those battles. Those battles. Like,
But the
if
the
you
thing
really
that
take it
typically
from the
happens a
side of
lot in
superhero
comics.
shit, you know what I
I wonder
mean?
how people don't end up dying a lot in comics from Superman fighting somebody. Like, take it somewhere safe.
Nigga, the
Take the
only
fight
show that
to
I have
some
ever
different
seen them
country.
worry
Take it to
about.
the Sahara Desert. Take it out to the Bible Belt where people
The
don't
only
really.
show I seen that they worry about like the civilians is One
Mm.
Punch Man, because they have a whole
Yes,
city where
yes,
like it's somewhere
yes,
else, like there's no people there. All these other
yes.
places, all like any like superhero movies that you see or
And Dragon
anything,
Ball
niggas is
2, and
dying,
Dragon
bro.
Ball 2.
Nigga, fucking Transformers, niggas is dying, bro. Like, come on, like they ain't sure, but you can see these buildings get knocked the fuck over. You know, it's people in there. Like, come on.
Hmm. Yep. No one took the day off that day.
So I don't want to
As you
say he
sh-
ain't kill nobody. He don't kill nobody with his own hands. That nigga destroy a whole fucking building in Metropolis, and then yeah, well we're gonna try to fix it. What about the people that was in there, nigga? Like, what are you talking about?
Yo, at this point, is Lex Luthor even that bad? He runs Metropolis. See, if it wasn't for him, who knows the amount of taxes that people would have to be paying?
I want to see President
If
Lex
they're even
Luthor.
paying taxes, good taxes at all.
I want to see President Lex Luthor. That's the one I want to see. I want to see that
Why?
nigga. in live action because that's a dope ass Superman like
We
because
got
that's the
President
first
Lex Luthor in live
that's the black
action on
Superman
Smallville.
that's the black Superman version, right? With the black Superman. Oh, no, that's Superman when he's president. Actually,
Mm.
that's Superman when he's
We
president.
got we got President Luthor in live action already. It happened on Smallville, and then
Oh
if you
yeah,
and then if you read the Time comics, he's in 11. Yeah, you see more of his presidency on in that comic book, more of his presidency as yeah,
I mean,
and
I
the shit
guess
that he
like
was doing.
as he went along, he started to get more like I mean a little
More
bit
and
more
more comic book Lex.
yeah, started getting more mature and shit like that. So
Mhm.
I mean, this one is like you could tell that's early. It's early because of how young he looked and how he's like
Yeah,
hell bent. Like he always was hell bent, but his shit is more like
it's gradual. But
yeah,
that's what I was
it's
saying.
more
If
like
you want the
sensible.
full on, if you want the full on maniacal comic book Lex Luthor, they did it in the tie-in comics to Smallville,
Facts.
season 11. Is that's what it's called?
Smallville was
Continuity
good.
comics, season 11.
They should have did like another like version of that. Like they should have did a version of that one. That should have been fire.
Hmm. See, there you have it, guys.
That's what I was saying. If you
We have a lot of
yeah,
different Superman that James Gunn could have grabbed, like different types of uh from the comic books that he could have took and created with that. As of right now, he chose this particular frame and storytelling. Hopefully, the the comedic side hits a 1-2 punch because for me right
and it's
now,
balanced, and it's
yes,
balanced.
yes, that is true.
Don't
That is
overdo the
true.
thing. I
That
didn't
is
come here for
true.
comedy. I came here for a good story.
That is
They could have did they could have did Adventures of Superboy too. That should have been fire too.
that
That'd have been a good restart. You should just did
A
Superboy.
restart with
Yeah, because
Superboy?
yeah, you know
Word?
yeah, because
Live
every
action?
time they do a reboot every time
Yeah,
on
wait, 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 wait,
Superboy.
wait, wait,
The
wait, wait.
Superboy the
No,
reboot is
yeah, I
fire.
hear you.
Like
I hear you. But think this through. Live action?
I
You
would want to
want
see
Adventures of Superboy in live
Superboy.
action?
I, I would want to see that live action. That I mean, animated. You already know it's fire. Like they already did the animated version
Do
of
you
that.
know how much work that would be to do that in live action?
Bro, look at
We've
what they
spoken
did.
about this.
Yeah, but look at what they did with this one. Like, nigga, he's close to being a fucking kid. You might as well have made him the boy.
Yo,
Like,
do you know the amount of stuff that you're gonna have to do, the amount of CGI that's gonna be required to make a live action
yeah,
Superboy
yo, Superboy is
no,
crazy, bro.
fully believable?
Bruh,
Think about it this way. Across the Spider Verse, is how long is that movie taking to come out?
about six,
some
'Cause-
years, man. Some years.
exactly. And now you want full on live action version of that
I mean, what you mean, bro? You might as
for
well.
Superboy?
I mean, stop fucking beating around the bush. If you gonna make some fucking DC shit, make some illmatic shit.
Because
Like, come on, bro. This is a Superboy, bro. You know how many
Sky,
people go see
remember
that?
it gets to a point where Superboy punches punches the air and shatters the whole multiverse and changes everyone's
Right.
story. If they end up getting to that point, you know how many years it's gonna take to pull
I
that
mean,
off?
they already doing doing the Crisis of Infinite Earths. You can do the. I mean, shit. You done took the time to do that bullshit. You can't do the
And it
Adventures
was
of Superboy.
garbage.
Like Superboy, bro. The
Like
Adventures
in
of Superboy,
animation,
bro.
if we're
I'm
talking
telling you, dude,
animation,
bro.
then sure, fine, let's do it. If we're talking animation,
They done did
yes,
it though.
I'm
They done
for
did
it.
that.
But live action,
They done
yo.
did it already. Live
And
action, bro. I'm telling you, bro. If they did that live action instead of this one, I guarantee they'd have made triple their money off that shit, bro. They'd
they
have
could
made
have
triple
spin
their money.
off. They could have spin off Titans with that. When you think about it,
Ah,
they could have
that's like.
potentially spin off Titans because Titans have their Superboy. Smallville had their version of Superboy as well, but
I
Smallville
mean,
don't
yeah,
count
because it
anymore.
was starting, like, yeah, because that's what he was starting out. But
Yeah,
like I said, the Adventures of Superboy, like I love the comic book of the Adventures of Superboy. It's so good. It's like the comics is so good that he deserves like a live action. He deserves one, bro. Like, and it has to be up top notch,
now
nigga. That I'm telling you, bro.
yeah,
That'll be one of the best movies they ever had to make, bro. I'm telling you.
maybe, but with the current crew and money that they're putting into it right now, no, you can't risk it.
Yeah,
You're gonna
I
hate the
mean,
product. You're
I
gonna
mean,
hate the
Yeah,
final
but
product.
yeah,
but look
Give
yeah.
how
them
much
more
He's
money.
time.
gonna.
But look
Yeah,
how much
it's
money
too
they put into
risky,
this. Look how
bro.
much money they put into all these Supermans that they made throughout the years.
And
They could at
look
least
how they
stop
turned out.
out of those two
And
Superman,
what?
out of
No,
this
no, no.
Superman and the
And
Okay,
last
look
think
how
about
Superman.
they
it.
They could
turned
have made
No,
that.
out.
Sky, I hear you. Now, think about this. What do you mention they put all this money into those other Superman movies and whatnot, right? What is the most memorable thing about those versions of Superman to you? What
Which one?
what moment? What makes you? Do you ever get the moment where you think like, you know what? That was money well spent, and you know what? I was happy that they made this version of Superman. How often do you get that vibe? Exactly. So it's
Yeah,
not worth it, is what I'm saying.
I understand, bro.
That was a waste of money before, and it's probably going to be another waste of money again. That's another cash grab
I
for
understand, but if you're gonna
an
take a
audience that
gamble,
they
if
don't
you're gonna
even
take
know
a
if they
gamble,
have.
you might be throwing all your chips, bro. Like, don't throw in a little bit of chips. Like, yeah, we're gonna gamble with this and see if we
But
can win some money
yeah,
off of this.
here's the thing though: if you're gonna make a character, make anything superhero related, you need to go all in. You can't be half in,
That's what I'm
half out.
saying.
You need to go
Adventures of
all in.
Superboy, nigga.
You need to
If
be a
they,
full-on
look,
gamble. Spend
they could have
all the
took
money that you
they
need
could have
to
took
make
three of
the
the
story
Supermans that they
come
made,
to
right?
life.
The last three Supermans, this one, the one before that, and the one before that. If they took those three Supermen, right, and took those and subtract them motherfuckers out, right, and made Adventures of Superboy, I guarantee you it would have been a banger. It would have been a banger. But they wasting their money. They wasting their money on small shit. They scared because it's
Yo, I
like, bro, you're
think
doing Superman. Like Superman ain't no easy
oh,
task for real. Like
I
so,
think
it's
I
like,
came in
nigga,
at the right time.
you
Yep.
talking, bro? Can you tell them? Can you tell them they should have did Adventures
Nah,
of
I ain't
Superboy?
gonna lie.
Come
I
on,
think I
Pat.
came in at the
I
perfect
know
time.
Pat.
I ain't gonna lie. They need to
No,
Yo,
Pat
stop
what's
with
gonna
good,
this
agree with
Pat?
me.
Superman shit.
Pat gonna agree with
What's
me.
good, Pat?
What's up, Nas?
Pat gonna
Hey,
agree with me, bro. 1K
You're
for
mad
real.
late, but it's all good. We here, we here, we here.
Bro, listen, this Superman shit, man, we getting tired of that shit, bro. I
See
ain't
what I
gonna
mean?
lie.
That's what I'm saying,
Yo,
bro.
you know what would have been the craziest story, bro? What they need to do, have Lex Luthor build a fucking Superboy like Sky's saying. Cause first of all, Lex Luthor literally built Superboy. And Superboy's story, like, although it's like, okay, we know Lex Luthor created him, but Superboy has his own story in his head, and he thinks he got different family members than the regular Superman.
He don't even know that
Mm-hmm.
he's Superman yet.
Exactly. He don't even
He
know
don't
that
even
he's
know that.
Superman. He really just
Yeah, that's
over
fire, nigga.
time he gets to know
Yeah,
that what
Lex
the
is
fuck
his
he
mom.
is. Yeah,
The
Lex is his
Adventures,
mom and his dad.
the
No,
Adventures of
Superman is his
Superboy,
dad. What
bro,
you
is
doing?
so fire, bro. Like that's a great storyline. Like they like I said, they could have did so much better. Like it's so
Yeah,
many
I'm
different
not saying no,
Superman
Sky.
versions that
I'm
like you
not
know what I
saying
mean.
it's a bad idea. I'm just saying, hey, is it worth it
or
with
or or,
whatever
or now you
with
glaze it.
what we're being given?
It would have been worth it if
With
Marvel did
how
it.
they run their
Or
ship
now
Like,
you glaze it,
currently, is it
right?
worth it? Huh?
Or now you recanting what you saying.
No, one more
Yo,
time. One more
you said
time. Let's
you
pay
said
attention to what I'm saying.
he said he's
Sky,
glazing.
let's pay attention to what I'm saying one more time.
Uh,
What you're saying sounds like a good idea, but you have to count the cost. The people
yes.
that are in charge right now, with the money that they're willing to put in right now, and the time, at the actual time they're willing to put in right now, with what we have seen before, would it be worth it to you and to them to actually go through the hell of trying to bring that to life,
it'd be worth it. It'd be
and
worth
then
it
having
if
to
they could
do
make a good
pushbacks
movie out of
upon
it.
pushbacks upon
If they could
pushbacks?
make it a good movie out of it, like if they could make it
That's
like
all I'm
Yo,
saying.
all right, perfect example,
It's
okay.
how this
cool
one
in the
was,
head,
how this one's supposed to
but
hit.
to put it on
How much they
paper,
how much they expecting to make off this damn Superman movie?
They're expecting to make
like three to five
150.
hundred million or something. Five
For
hundred.
opening, they're expecting to make 150.
150 million, right?
That's
Yeah,
low.
opening,
That's very low.
Exactly.
opening.
Straight garbanzo beans. Like, come on, bro. They
That's
didn't even
just
get it in the
That's
fold.
opening.
beyond modest.
I guarantee you do Adventures of Superboy. I guarantee you make triple that. I guarantee it.
That's beyond
If the
modest.
season hit, they make it triple that. They could have put 150,000 on it. Like they could have put 150 mil on that and did that. Like
The thing is though, if they do make a Superboy, right, that
Mm.
gives DC a chance to build off that. Because if that hits, right, Superboy hits. Okay, now with Superboy comes Young Justice. So now
True.
you
yeah,
have to
but
implement the
it
Young
depends on what
Justice.
version of Superboy you talking.
And not only
Now, if you
that,
talking about
not
new
only
version or
that,
you talking about
Pat,
Superboy
not
Prime
only
type
that,
shit, you feel me? Like
Superboy Prime. I'm
not
talking
only
about
that,
Young Justice Superboy.
Young
No,
Justice
no, but not
Superboy is
only that.
different.
If you bring in the Young Justice, you have to bring in their predecessors. You have to bring in the actual
Yeah,
Justice League members.
exactly.
You have to bring in Justice
But see, but
Society. You
see,
have to bring in
but see,
outsiders.
but Superboy
All these different
Prime,
types
like
of
the
elements. You
Superboy I'm
have to
talking
bring in
about, it's just Superboy. So Superman, not even in that storyline right there. Like it's just
yes, he
Superboy.
is.
Like he is, but you don't really. He's not really like he's in. He like he is, but you know that Superboy is the main character.
Superboy wasn't even the main part of the storyline. He
And
just so
they had
happened to
Supergirl,
steal the
and
show.
they had Supergirl in it. Supergirl was in it too. Like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just happened. Superboy Prime just happened to steal the show by punching reality and changing everything around. It wasn't
bruh,
even his
bruh.
story. It was a Superman story.
That nigga done did way more stuff than just that, bro. That nigga is reckless. Like he
Bro,
is
that
reckless.
nigga
Like
has
that
a
shit,
real anger problem. Like,
yo,
that's the thing though.
reckless.
With the Superboy shit, it kind of has to be like some real killing in there because it's like Superboy was really killing before he was actually saving
Yeah, he
people's
was actually
lives.
like
And
he
we
was
see
like on
that.
some
Then
raw
we
shit.
see
Like
that in the other show that we
In
watched.
the anime in Young Justice, we saw something
Nah,
to that
nah,
effect.
live action.
you talking about
Oh,
Pat,
you're
series?
talking on Titans.
yeah, Teen
I didn't
Titans.
keep up with that, so I don't know.
Pat got
I
me
didn't keep up with
watching.
Titans, so I don't
Pat
know.
had what got me watching Teen
Yeah, and that
Titans,
was a good ass Superboy.
and then and then and then yeah, Superboy. That he was good as hell. He
He
was
had
good as hell.
Starfire and shit. That shit
Yeah,
was oh no,
Starfire.
he had Fire, Starfire and all them was in. Bro, that shit was fire, yo.
Yeah,
I love Teen
no,
Titans. Teen
no,
Titans, like
that Teen
that's
Titans was a good show, son. So
not even just a
Wait,
good
you're
show.
for
It's
talking the
all
live action, or
around
you're
good, yo.
talking
yeah, live
the
action.
animated?
Teen Titans live
You
action.
know, the anime one is good
Ew.
too. The
You know
anime
what? I
good.
haven't seen it, but still, ew.
It was good,
Nah,
bro. I don't,
Bro,
you
you
don't
know
know
how
what you're
much
like
missing.
that.
characters DC would
Nah,
have
the
to bring
characters.
if they like bring that into reality?
There's so many characters involved for them to
I
bring
mean,
out, and they're
They,
they
struggling.
bro,
already doing it. Look at the characters that's in this new
bro,
Superman. It look
Young
like it's gonna be
Justice
a new
alone,
Superboy.
Young Justice alone, you know how much characters they bring out? I'm gonna read it to y'all right now. Dick Grayson, Nightwing,
Yep,
Aquaman, Kid
yep.
Flash, Miss
Hmm.
Martian, Tigress, Artemis. That is Artemis. They have
Yep,
boom. They have to bring Speedy, Roy Harper.
yep.
They have
Static, you have Icon, you have Bumblebee, you have
Yeah,
what's his name again?
Cyborg was
Cyborg,
part of that, and he's in Justice League now.
Violet, Geostorm, Terra.
Yo,
Mm.
what?
Um,
Yo, what?
they brought in the new gods.
Yo, they bring Terror,
They
bro. I
brought in
tell you, that shit gonna be a hit, bro. They bring Terror into that shit. That shit gonna be smacking, bro.
But I
Swamp Thing
guess
and
that's not
Zamadou,
where they're going though, because they're bringing the JSA.
which I like. The
They
JSA
bring
don't really get
they
talked about
bring
a lot.
they bring in the JSA because Green Lantern is there.
But with Sky, which version of Green Lantern we're talking about? We're talking the Al Scott or the Hal Jordan?
Hal
The black
Jordan.
guy. I'll
Not
take
Al
the black
Scott,
guy.
Al Pratt. If it's Al Pratt, then it's Justice Society. If it's Hal Jordan, it's
Oh
Justice
yeah,
League.
yeah, yeah. No, no, no. You know, that's facts. That's facts.
It's
That's
two
facts.
different types.
No, that's
Yeah.
You
facts.
can't,
It's Justice League, and then it's Justice League of America.
yeah, because if you're bringing out Hal Jordan, it's gonna be very disrespectful to put him with Justice Society. He was never a part of Justice Society.
Nah, fuck him, bro. He already they already ruined him. You might as well just
Wait,
put a
which
new.
one? Which one? Which
They
one they
already
ruined?
ruined. They already ruined the first one. They already ruined Cal Jordan. They already ruined him. He's done up.
But that's the thing. Hal Jordan was never the first.
It was the other nigga. It was
Yes, it
somebody
was Al
behind him.
Pratt,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one that had on the red thing before they even had an oath.
yeah. Facts.
Mm. That's interesting.
He was that version of Green Lantern was the head of the Justice Society.
See, but they don't talk about him though. Like he's like he like. No, I mean, the only reason you don't hear about him because Cal Jordan always got all the like not, that's in our generation
Like
type shit. So
yes,
he got all the credit.
So that's
like
why.
even every single time when they try to bring the Justice Society very into live action, it's always been a bullshit version of them. When they tried it in Smallville, we saw Hawkman got packed up real quick, and all the other Justice Society people got
yeah,
dead. They got
yeah.
killed off before.
Facts.
Then when you saw it again in Legends of Tomorrow, they were disgusting to look at.
Facts.
The best one I would say is Stargirl, and they actually tried
Yes.
in Stargirl,
Yes. Stargirl.
and they did their
Yes.
thing in Stargirl to bring about.
Stargirl was gonna. It was gonna. If they kept on going. It would
I
have
love
brung. It would
Stargirl.
have
Stargirl is
brung.
my shit.
It would have brung Justice the JSA. It would have brung it
Hmm.
very good. Even though,
I
even
love
though,
Stargirl.
even though, Pat gave me smack on that, but I like this Stargirl. Stargirl was dope.
Stargirl is the shit. It's the one. It's the best.
Out
Well,
of
yeah.
all of them, it was
Overall,
good.
yeah. It was the best one. It was that Swamp Thing, then Arrow, then the Flash. In terms of
What?
how good they were.
What about
And
Batman? Batman with the arrow with the
Batwoman, I'll
no
fight you.
no Batman. I'm not no 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 with the Court of Owls is
That's live action. That's the movie you're talking about. The animated
no
movie.
live action. It's Batman
Live
with
I
action.
Court
was
of
Court of
Owls.
Owls. Are you talking about
It
Gotham, the
was
show?
no, it wasn't Gotham.
that was the best show they ever came
It
out
was
with.
Night. It was where where
Are you talking Gotham Knights?
yes, Gotham Knights.
oh you
Haven't
got them.
seen it. Don't care to.
Oh man, that's a good storyline right there.
Yeah,
Haven't seen it. Don't care to. The
they
street said
were
it was
talking
garbage. I'm
about
not watching it.
it was about Court of Owls.
I mean,
It was dope.
yeah,
See,
it's a little cringe, but I mean, they got it to where like you see what was going on with the quarter hours. Like they got into grave detail about it. So it was
Yeah,
that's the only thing I was good about it.
yeah, yeah, dope. So
damn.
I don't want to hold everybody of us ranting on
No,
Superman.
no, no. Pat came late. We stay longer. That's it. We stay
uh,
longer. We
Man, I
give
came
Pat
at
the
the
full
right time.
experience.
but overall speaking, I just hope that Superman is gonna be good. Right now, for
Same
me,
here.
it's the only two
I gave it a
problems I
seven.
have with it right now
No
is that
Superman. Oh, God.
it's comedic and
Which is
like
not a bad thing.
and Sky talking
Just depends
about
on how you do it.
The
This is, bro.
CGI, the CGI is kind of off. The outfit is
It's
kind
not
of
gonna be
off.
good.
I just wish that he was more muscular, like protruding through the
It's
suit.
not gonna be good, bro.
It always been
It
a
is.
problem.
I have
That
hope.
always
I
been a
have
problem.
hope. From what I see so far, I
You
have
know,
hope.
you know what's why it's
Uh,
not gonna be good?
Why?
Because we got too much Superman right now. We got Smallville and we got Lois and like we got too much Superman. Everybody
Wait,
done
wait, wait.
been
What
seeing
exactly are you
Superman.
trying to say? You're saying they have too many story elements to juggle, or you're saying there are
It's
too many Superman characters in existence? Which one are you
it's
saying?
too much Superman that they got out right now. They just need to just
yeah, we got Superman,
focus.
Lois, the
Yeah,
Adventures of
yeah,
Superman. They
like
got
you got too much
fucking.
Superman, bro. So niggas is not excited to see Superman for real, for real.
That's what I'm
Like
saying, bro. They could have did something way better than that. They brought out
Okay, I tell you
Superman.
what. Off rip, I'll take David Corn Sweat over Tyler Hoechlin any day. Off rip,
actor wise,
actor wise, and maybe story wise. So far, that's how much I
I
hate
gave it a seven for a
the
reason
ca- the,
because it
the
could be a hit
elements
or
that they
miss.
used for the Superman and Lewis.
I don't see it being a great movie. Like I see it being like either I or
probably
it's gonna
gonna
be
be
a
like an
bad.
8.5.
I say like a seven.
Damn.
The only reason I say a seven because
Even though this writer, this producer made top
Yeah.
hits, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yo, Sky, remember what I said about the glazing? There it is.
I'm
yeah,
just saying. I'm just saying
and
he
and I
did good.
told you what to look out
He
for.
did good.
Me and I
He
said I
did
said
good
to
for
what I said
those. And
what to
you're
look out
not gonna
for.
give
he
him.
didn't do bad. He
Maybe
didn't
it's
do a
gonna be
bad
good,
job,
right?
but
Maybe he's gonna
he
do
took
a
a very
phenomenal job,
challenging.
but it's not. It's gonna be a phenomenal job for the wrong reasons. That's
I
what I
Took
know
said.
a
he
he took a
right now
challenging.
is not
He's gonna
convincing.
change so much.
I know right now it's not convincing, and I'm with you. It's because like right now I see the trailers and it's not convincing to me either. But I hope that there's a balance of what the story is portraying. I hope that I hope that he has time that because James Gunn he's in the Twitter field. He listens to people, so I hope that he fixes the CGI a little bit more so he can
It's too late for that.
Man,
not
look,
It's literally too
necessarily.
late to
all that,
It's
fix.
I
three
ain't even mad at all
weeks.
that.
It's
Just
three.
That's
at
the
least make
point.
the
It's
story, at
too
least make the
late.
story make
Bro, if he
Everything
sense.
is
does
That's
that,
done.
all I'm
he's gonna
saying.
have to push the movie back.
Exactly. Exactly.
At
And
least make it, at least make it
3
It's
make
weeks from
July
sense.
open.
At least,
11th. He
at
got
least make
what?
Three
it
weeks
make
from
sense.
open is
Ele-
gonna
That's
be
all.
too
12
late.
days, 12, 13 days before
At least,
AMC
at least
Three
drop
make
weeks
it.
the
from open is
storyline
too
make
late for
sense.
all that.
At least make it make sense, bro. That's all I'm saying. At least make
You
the
Exactly.
can't
story
do
line.
that.
That's
That's
all.
just
That's
like
that's what you can hope for now.
that's just like you about to drop an album the day before the album. You trying to make a change real quick. You can't do
Yeah,
that.
Niggas
exactly.
done did it. They
Everything
done
gonna
did
get
it
end up getting
before.
pushed
Like
back.
they done did it before. They could do that, but they not. They already
Are they
got
them?
what they
Are they
what.
them? You said whomever do it before. Are they
Telling me
them?
that's not possible though to
It is
release a
possible.
out
It's very
release
possible.
a
You could be
out.
like, yo, nigga, I'm not doing that. I'm not. Hold up. We need a couple more days. Like, you know what I mean, but they not doing that. They already pushed their
It's
money already out. So it's like, nigga, you do that now, you losing money because now, nigga, now it's
exactly,
not anticipated no
exactly.
more.
It's not worth it. Count the cost. It's not worth it. Whatever is done is done.
Yeah,
That's
150
it.
million, 150 million off that movie, bro, is not worth it. It's like that's low, nigga. That shit
Yeah,
ain't. If that's your
And then the more
expectations,
delays you make, the
just know
less
it's gonna
money
be a
you're
seven,
making.
bro. If that's your expectations for it to be 150 million, bro, nigga, it's a seven. You feel me? Like
yeah, that's
you
what
done
they're
promoted that shit.
expecting.
You done promoted the shit out of it. You done put out fucking popcorn boxes and all that, nigga. You supposed to be making more than that.
Exactly. You should be at least saying, you know
Yes.
what?
No,
I'm projecting a content
no way, bro.
eight one 0.8 billion.
Mm. But hey,
With all the work that they're doing, and with all the glazing that's happening with James Gunn, they should have say, you know what? We're so confident. We know that we're that guy. We know that
Yeah,
we're
they
cooked. We're
wasn't.
gonna say
They're not
we
confident
want a
at
point
all,
eight
nigga.
billion off rip.
That's what I'm saying. They're not
Exactly,
confident at all. Like they just
exactly,
like they're like, oh,
exactly.
I hope this is gonna be good.
100 million. Yeah, that's one piece bounty from free
175,
time skip.
175
175.
ain't, bro. That
Yeah,
that shit ain't even good enough, man. Like,
Yo,
if they
that's
was really
pre time
confident, they'll
skip
be
on one
expecting like
piece bounty
260.
that you talk money that you're talking about.
If they was confident, they would be expecting like two. Well, how much they expected for that Captain America movie?
Good
Captain
question.
American: Brave New World.
Yeah, how much they was expecting to get off that?
Hold on.
And mind you, they wasn't even promoting
Which
that shit for real.
which Captain America movie are you talking about? The Sam Wilson one or
The newest one, the
the
newest one, the newest one. Well,
oh,
oh boy,
Give me
they
one second.
nigga,
okay, so
they
yeah, look up
expectation for that was high.
expected versus actual. Yeah,
They're
look up expected
uh
projection versus actual.
88.5 million. They were able to make
Nah,
192.
that's crazy.
They was able to make 192 million globally.
See, that's not. See,
That's not good.
Their
that's not good.
project
But that's what I'm
the
saying.
film
See the
projected
expectation of that movie.
surprised 100 million domestically though. So they
See, that's what I'm saying. So they just trying to make their money's worth. So that hundred and 65 or 170 something million, they're expecting to get that right there. They're like, yo, this is gonna be the lowest right
They
here.
just yeah, it's just trying to come up with an extra 20, 20, 100.
Yeah, just come up with an extra 20 million real quick. Like
Mhm.
that's a quick come up. Like that's all they doing with that. Come on, bro. Superman, we already know is either gonna be a hit or a miss, nigga. There's nothing.
Exactly.
You never had a
Nothing in
great
between.
Superman. Like
You can't have an in between Superman movie.
you
Not right now.
never had a great
Because
Superman movie.
what you mean? The first one,
Yeah, I mean the
the
first one's a
Christopher Reeve
classic,
one.
but once
Even though it
once
had
you
a
got
lot of
past
elements
all
in it,
those,
which is weird.
once you got past one, two, and three, it was like, all right, now this is like, It
Yeah.
wasn't no hits. Like the shit wasn't good as Batman's, as the Batman movies.
Even
copy
though Batman was weak to me, but still, you're right.
copy
Come on,
that.
what Batman is that?
We had this talk already. Don't act surprised. We had this talk already. I
Batman
thought
Forever, nigga.
the overall they were weak.
I mean, it was in the '90s though, bro. Like for it to be in the '90s, that shit was fire. It's
Copy
'90s, like
Oh, I thought
copy
we are talking
that.
about the Christian
'90s
But
had
Bale
the
one.
best fucking movies. Like
what I just hope for the best for Superman. I just hope that it
I'm a
is what
DC
it is.
fan.
If it's higher
Mhm.
than a seven, if it's higher than a seven, I'll be surprised, and I'll be at the
Ah,
movie theater to see what's going on.
you
The
know how
Why
next
would you be
we real
surprised,
next
producers
topic,
are now.
Jesse? Why would you be surprised? All the
next
glazing
Look,
you're
topic.
doing, why would you be surprised?
I already told you my top two reasons already. My top two reasons.
yo,
I'm giving you shit. I'm just giving you shit. It's all good.
So the next topic I want to talk about is Ironheart. Ironheart,
Oh,
Ironheart, Ironheart. I watched the
Oh,
first episode today of Ironheart. The first episode of Ironheart was very, very awesome to see. I
I heard a
saw
lot of bad stuff about it. I heard
the
so much bad stuff about it.
the thing is
yeah,
about
I
it.
heard all this mixed shit. That's
The thing is about it is that there is a controversial uh thing where Reed Richard is not rich. Iron Man is, and the whole dynamic of building a Iron Man suit is different from what Ironheart is doing compared to what
How so?
Iron.
You
Bec-
watched it, so how so?
Bruh, you didn't watch Iron Man 1? How did he get? How did he
Yes, I
get?
did. I told you
Okay,
I didn't watch.
How did he
I
get
didn't
his
watch
stuff?
Ironheart. That's what I'm saying. I didn't watch
How did he
Ironheart.
get his stuff? How did Iron Man get his stuff?
man, that nigga built that shit from scratch.
He built that
Exactly. He built that from
he
scratch.
built that from scratch by people giving him scraps.
It's facts.
All right, all right. If that's what you want to go with, if
Nah,
that's
but
what you want to go with, peep game.
And
She
then
was stealing
I did
equipment,
Ironheart though.
even though she.
that was a Mach 1. That was a Mach 1 pitiful
Facts,
iron suit.
facts.
Then after he got out, that's when he uses his money and his influences to make a better Iron Man.
Yeah,
The better
Facts.
Iron Man came out of freaking luggage.
Fire.
that
Come
wasn't
on.
until part two.
Exactly. So
You
to
saying
under
exactly? What
to
is your point?
what's my point is that she's not rich and she's
But she
building a
has
suit.
access to people who are rich. What you
She
doing?
got
But
nah,
She has
nah.
access to Shuri.
We're not gonna do that. We're
no,
not gonna
she
do that
don't.
because Ironheart,
She
bro.
has
No,
access to
She had
Shuri.
no.
she had every little
She has
schematic
scholarships lined up.
of Tony Stark shit.
But
She
she's
shouldn't even
not.
had a Mach
She's
one. Like
not. She may be intellectual, but she's not as
She makes
smart.
dumb choices and blame
who
it on
Tony Stark
society.
is Jarvis now, nigga. What you mean?
You haven't watched the
Tony
show
Stark
to
is Jarvis
So
now.
you
far,
haven't watched
so
the
far,
show.
what the streets
You
are
haven't watched
saying.
the show or watch the or read the comic of Reed
Wait,
Richard
wait,
to
wait,
give
wait.
that.
Why is it echoing?
Hello.
No, it's fine. Cause
Why is it echoing?
It's not echoing, but hear me out. You're giving a notion of what Reed Richards is, and you haven't read
Reed
the
Richards?
um. I'm talking
You
about
mean Riri Williams?
yeah, Riri Williams. You
Like,
haven't
how did Reed Richards get into
you
this?
haven't watched her like the episode to even understand the grasp of her. You only understood from Wakanda um last movie that she was the one that built a suit to find the other source of vibranium, and that's when the whole fight was about, where two different entities was fighting against each other to save her.
Did we watch the same thing?
The fuck?
That was the whole thing of of the movie of Wakanda Forever.
No, she built a device. They were after her because she built the device that was somehow able to detect and track
That's what I just
vibranium.
said, though. That's exactly what I just
No,
said.
you said she built. No, you said she built a suit to find vibranium. The suit was not to find vibranium.
But then they find them anyway.
That's what I'm wondering. Did we watch the same movie?
Then they would
The
find it
building of the
anyway.
suit came afterward to
She had
defend
a
herself
suit. She had a suit was already built. She already had information of finding vibranium.
because of the tech that she built.
And
They were after her for the tech, not for the suit.
exactly,
Not for the suit.
exactly. The suit she built after, but she still found vibranium. She still found vibranium. So
Yeah,
what you're saying, you're still in the same context of what I'm saying. So we're still on the same page. So it's just that your my way of conveying it kind of confused you a little bit of me talking about the suit, but
you think?
we're on the same page here. So
Cool. But
so
did
yeah,
you see the video that I sent in the panelist group chat?
no, I haven't seen it yet, but I definitely will see it. Cause
It was
like
about Einhardt. I sent it for this very reason, so you can see what the streets are saying, what actual people who know what comic books are what the comics is supposed to be about.
yeah,
They're giving their genuine feedback here. So I sent that to y'all so that you could see it, and you didn't.
yeah, I didn't have the time to see it, cause I
That's
already
okay.
know I already know what they're gonna say about this particular one. And I seen the first episode, and I kind of see what is gonna go, like
All right.
the
So when you
the
finish watching them, then you can watch that. Cool.
yeah, cause like I
So
already
that they don't
see
influence your decision going in.
I already see that there's a particular space that people might not like of Ironheart, because it's 6 episodes, and some people might say, "Oh, need to pick up the speed," or need to condense the story a little bit and stuff like that. But as of right now, I'm liking how it's flowing. But other people that watched the first 3 episodes were like, there's certain people that shouldn't be there and stuff like that. If you guys want to watch Ironheart and give me your feedback of what I'm missing, because as of right now, the first episode, to me, they could have shortened the story a little bit and give a little bit of touch up. But I also think that if they cut a couple of corners, the story wouldn't. It's an hour long episodes, so it's an hour long episodes for 3 episodes that they gave so far. So it's about 3 hours long of just those 3 episodes. So uh, for the first hour, I believe that they had to build up each and every character, and it was okay, and I don't know if they needed to shorten it just a little bit more for the story to close up at the third act. Uh, you know, that's my take on the first episode. Right now, when I finish watching the second and the third tonight, then I would see if the first episode needed that long-winded episode, because um, other people in my circle is saying that there's certain parts that did not need to be there. Um, Overall speaking, of that. So that's what my take on with Ironheart, and I hope that you guys, watch it and give me your guys' feedback, and also let the audience know your feedback as of right now. I know that there's gonna be a lot of um, tops and turvy with Ironheart, as you see right now with comicbookmovies.com. Ironheart is now been confirmed that the spoilers will play spoilers in long awarded MCU debut. We've seen plenty of hints about a big debut in Ironheart final this Tuesday, and a new article has revealed who plays them and what we can expect from one of the biggest MCU debuts in recent memory. So, some pretty significant spoiler for Ironheart found their way online after show wrap production at the end of 2022. So the following are unlikely to surprise those of you with a good memory. There have been hints about a big debut in Disney Plus series for a while now, and an article from the Telegraph has split the beans a little sooner than Marvel Studios might have liked. In fact, this feels very reminiscent of a Funko Pop listening spoiling Wak- Wakan, Weekon, and Deaf representative debuts in Agatha all along. It's This person said it's been a while since the arrival of Sayak Barn Cohen has been inspired anything other than a indifferent shrug. Reed reads the site article, but he steals the show. He's immediately not difficult as a pantomime villain version of the old favorite, the Daredevil, here going by one of their many noms, Devil Mephisto. So that's one person that says some that they think that this has a part of Mephisto in it with Ironheart. Um, there's another person that said, uh,
Oxley. Oxley marrying Danny Dyer's accent. We
he,
Brits are always the evil ones in this kind of caper, with Victorian style face furniture. Baron Cohen's Mephisto feels parachuted into Ironheart from an altogether higher camp planet, hammed up slice of melodrama, many worlds away from Ironheart's weary, stab at cool urban milieu.
mm-hmm. So yeah, um, with Ironheart, I'm gonna see how the story is gonna unfold. If Ironheart gonna because like I've started to see that with the trailers that it had a lot of magic into it. So I want to also see how that's gonna be played in Ironheart's story. Because it's a lot to play into to the Ironheart storyline. So hopefully, um, Ryan Coogler, he's an amazing producer and amazing writer. So I just hope for the best for him, um, for giving the right stuff. Because like he did Sinners, he did Black Panther. So I just hope for the best of Ironheart because as of right now, um, in the in Ironheart itself, there is in Rotten Tomatoes 86% because they're what they're saying is that at the end you're
For
gonna
Ironheart,
87%
I know
in
who's
Rotten
giving the rating.
Tomatoes, right in Rotten Tomatoes,
Yeah, I know
but
exactly who's giving the ratings.
the critics and then
But what kind?
the popcorn meter is 56%. Popcorn meter is the audience score. So some of the audience is about 56%, and the the critics is about 87%. So
I know exactly who's the critics here.
we'll definitely see an unfold about what Ironheart is gonna have. You know, so, I wish that I can give you more, but I don't. But I don't want to spoil it for you guys. If you want to know about Ironheart, watch it. Give you get
Also, I'm going to be posting the origins, the character origins for Ironheart in the panelist group chat.
copy that. I'll definitely um have that. I definitely want to put that in there when I
Mm.
finish watching Ironheart and see what other people are talking about when it comes to Ironheart. I know that it's gonna be a lot of controversy when it comes to Ironheart, very much so because she's not rich. She I'll tell you one thing out of it that maybe will get you watching. She got kicked out. So she's by herself trying to figure all this stuff out and building her suit overall. And I would love to see if she gonna save people or just be bad when she has this when she has this Ironheart suit. I want to see I want to see those dynamics of the legacy of Iron Man. I want to see the legacy of Iron Man, not to be tarnished. when it comes to Ironheart because we don't have uh, my favorite Iron Man, which is Patriot, Iron Man Patriot. They changed them again.
Yeah.
What are you
Iron
talking?
Iron Man Patriot.
Oh, you mean the Iron Patriot?
Yeah,
For
that was Iron Man's right hand man.
Brody,
Yeah,
the War Machine.
yeah, War Machine. They changed it to War Machine after that. After he
Cause
got
cause Ironheart she ends up meeting Tony Stark. That's the crazy part.
And in the comics, Tony Stark was her AI, telling her what to do and how to make her suit and whatnot.
Yeah, but in what is that? At the Spider Man in I forgot what Spider Man it is. It's the Spider Man where it's him, Miles Morales, and Gwen Stacy.
Mm.
They end up meeting
Riri?
Tony Stark.
Oh, Tony Stark. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Ironheart ends up meeting Spider Man and Miles. And when they meet up, they all meet up at like the Avengers Tower and shit. And fucking Iron Man come and shit. She start talking to Iron Man. He like, nigga, I didn't even know. He's like, I didn't even know somebody created can create the shit I made. He was like, you made your own suit and everything. He's like, all right, well, let me help you a little bit more with that. So, no, I mean, eventually she's gonna have to meet Tony Stark. So
mm,
that shit gonna be lit. That shit gonna be lit.
yeah.
He's dead.
So so with this, I just hope for the best when it comes to Ironheart because not many people um like a couple of things from Marvel as of lately when it comes to Marvel. Um, when it came to some of the comic ones was very good. Um, so I just hope that when it comes to Ironheart, it's doing well for itself. Right now, it's not doing too good when it comes to critics. Uh, if I look up on just Google or some review, it might not be so wonderful. It's
I
right now.
told you.
It's
The reviews, I know exactly what demographic of people are giving positive reviews for
well,
now.
we told trials in great peril, triumphing over adversity and returning to where it all began at change person. This is so-called hero journey has shaped much of the Marvel Cinematic universe, where Iron Man, Thor, Black Panther, Captain America, Captain Marvel, and others have embarked on high octane. Yo, this dude sound like he glazing, like using big words to make his point. Come on, man.
Hmm.
Escapes where they must save the world while confronting a variety of identity crises. Ironheart, the MCU's 14th live-action Disney Plus series, certainly begin with a similar intentions. Oh Lord. But the magical powers indulging on Ree Ironheart Williams' uh, scientific crusade failed to transform her in any meaningful way. By the finale, we're left with a disappointing hero who seemingly hasn't learned any lessons. Through Ree was previously introduced as a tech prodigy who vibranium detector kits of the pilot of 22 Black Panther Forever. Ironheart is her origin story. It starts well enough. A genius MIT student with dreams of being bigger than Gates, Job, uh, and Stark combined. She's continuing her efforts to create advanced Iron Man like armor suit. until she's sent packing for helping her peers cheat. So, I don't want to get into nitty gritty, but he's right in the whole thing of how he feels about Ironheart. And IGN is doing pretty well of explaining what it's about.
That
And
shit
you
crazy.
and you
I'm looking.
got
I'm looking.
he's right in the
But then in this version, she's saying,
the new Marvel Cinematic Universe series. Ironheart insists that her plans are much greater than flying around in a suit of armor. Inspired by Iron Man, her technology, she boasts, with transforms the world and will be, as says, repeatedly iconic. That's Rolling Stone for you. So Rolling Stone got a few takes of what uh Ree Williams will be. And I just hope for the best for her and the actor. I just hope that you give me a good show. If you don't give me a good show, I'm coming for you. It's like nah, but I will come for you. And I got Nas the Sky will come for
yeah,
the
I,
juggler
I
too.
just sent you I just sent you a bunch of videos on Ironheart. Please, I'm begging of you guys, watch them.
Definitely,
Please,
definitely. I'll
please.
definitely. You know me. Everything you send. I'll be watching. So, uh, Ironheart is a as of right now is a great show. For me to actually give a precise review, I can't say should they at the first episode cut a few things, because if I say that they should, maybe the second one would have combat that. The second episode would have combat that of of why they made it longer than than the second one, because the second one was like 39 minutes. The first one was like 45 minutes. So I'll keep you guys apprised when it comes to Ironheart. Next topic I have for you guys is ready?
Mhm.
Batman. The script is ready. The script is ready.
You talking about the one
Now,
we don't talk about?
yeah, the script.
Yeah.
The script for Robert Pattinson is ready. So right now, uh, James Gunn is looking over it and seeing that if it's right, if it's not right, if it's good enough, you know, uh, we'll see. I just wanted to let you guys know that the director Matt Reeves also, excuse me, got a co-writer of helping him write Batman Part Two. I just hope that with
I
this
don't know
one,
why it took them so long because
because
there was already two
the
footage for shot there.
director Matt Reeves, the director, he writes, he writes, and he directs when it comes to Batman. When it comes to Batman Part One and Two, there's nobody else that's touching it but him. That's why it took so long. And I don't know if you could
Remember the thing
recall.
that I said a while back about you letting the nerds do it?
Yeah, what's,
Exactly.
You
They're
didn't like Batman Part One with Robert Pattinson?
Oh, we're not in the same group. Did we not talk about this at a few podcasts episodes ago?
Yeah. but I don't remember your take when it comes to Batman Part One.
I mentioned that there are several things about it that I didn't like. So
Well,
many things.
okay. Well,
So many things. But that
yeah.
aside, for now, in terms of getting a script ready,
Hmm.
I don't get why was it taking so long to get a script ready. Because, like I've mentioned before, there are two of those online already that people came up with that are very good. You could have just looked at those, reviewed them, and said, I'll take some of this, I'll take some of that. Matter of fact, maybe I'll mash it together, or I could use this as inspiration for what I want to create. So why were they taking so long to come up with a script? Stopping people of Batman. Why getting in between people and their Batman? When people are out, nerds are out here doing it for free. Coming up with doing great Batman stories that they could have worked with. And Jesse, I know that I sent them to you as well.
Yeah, you did, and the way they were doing them,
Mhm.
it wasn't okay for me.
You ain't never said that to me.
It looked immature.
Word?
Yeah, it looked immature. To me,
Wait.
it looked immature.
Wait. Gus Fring from Breaking Bad as Doctor Strange as Doctor Strange working in Arkham Asylum, figuring out Batman's identity and using Man-Bat and other characters as test subjects to understand Batman. That's immature. The only character in comics, the first character in comics to figure out Batman's identity, bringing that to life, and using Carl Esposito as that character. That is immature. Word.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Like
Think about it.
to to do all that just to figure out who Batman is.
Because Batman is so much more than just punchy punch. There's a psychological aspect to him that makes him who he is, which people claim that they explore, but they never really do a good job of that. The closest you could say someone came is Nolan in in
Batman Begins.
in yeah in the back in the Dark Knight trilogy,
Hmm.
and Joel Schumacher in Batman Forever. That's the closest. But nothing, we haven't seen anything on that scale since.
Because this is
BVS didn't do
Batman
it.
Year One. Batman Year One. This because this
No,
Robert
it
Pat.
ain't. That's it. That's the point. Didn't we talk about this already?
Yeah,
Or
we
everything just
did.
fly out the ears and go to the other.
We did. We did.
If this is, and I said, if this is Batman Year One, they did a horrible job of it.
Yeah, I
Besides,
remember you
it's
told me
not
that.
Batman Year One. If it's not Batman Year One, because Batman started at age 26, he looks way older than 26. And I expressed to you that he should have been further along in his physicality and in his fighting prowess than just brawling and go and taking drugs. He should be beyond that. I said this.
Yeah, you did. I remember you said
All
something
right.
like this. But
So why are we regressing when we already
I'm
went forward? Why are we going backwards?
I'm just saying that the script is ready. We don't know this. We don't know if the script is. We don't know what's going to be in the script. We don't know because right now with the script that's being ready, James Gunn is going to look at it. So before
Mm,
before Robert when they made Batman Part One, he wasn't the CEO yet.
mm. Anyway, so I'm gonna post
He
the
wasn't.
pitches
You
for
forgot
Batman
that
2
part.
in the pot. I'm gonna post them in the group again
You
so that you
forgot
can
that
look at
part
them again and
that
see.
that he didn't have James Gunn in his ear telling him, "Yo, I don't like this." It was the other people, the other CEOs that was there that just let him do what the fuck he wanted to do. Even I'm surprised James Gunn allowed Joker 2 happen the way it happened. I'm surprised he let that happen. So we'll see.
He was getting his feelers in, so yeah.
We'll see. I don't know if there was a contract that James Gunn couldn't touch where Joker 2 was like all fucked up. Just like what the fuck? Like it was just what the fuck? Like it's just man, I don't want to get in with Joker 2, man. Joker 2 is just stupid to me. Like even Sky was telling me like when we watched the trailers of Joker 2, it was like he was like, "Yo, this is what it is" and stuff like that. Is that's what Joker 2 was in the comics, like very theatrical and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, not many people is gonna like this theatrics, all this music story driven. I don't want to be in Mary Poppins. What the hell? That's what Joker 2 gave me. It was like I was in the freaking Wizard of Oz. Like every time she's clicking her heels, she's singing another song. Like, come on. Joker 2, I don't know what they was thinking. With Batman Part 2, I just hope for the best. Cause like with Batman 1, I didn't see a problem with it. I gave it a solid 8. But if I watch it
Really?
again, yeah, solid 8. Yeah, solid 8.
Oh man,
Robert
that's
Pattinson
crazy.
with I give it a solid 8 because even though even though I get it with the sound structure of being Batman, didn't Robert Pattinson didn't give you that notion of he's Batman and he didn't give you that pizzazz that okay, he's Batman. He didn't give you that pizzazz factor to make you feel like he's Batman. I get that. I understand that point of view. That he didn't give you that. Then he didn't give the audience that factor. I get that. Just like when it comes to Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck gave you that, right? That he made you feel that he was Batman, right?
I think every
Until he
Batman is
talked.
better than this one.
Repeat, Sky. I didn't hear that.
I think every Batman was better than this one.
See, that's what I'm saying. He didn't give you that pizzazz wow factor, and it shows.
It was a lot of shit though. Like the whole storyline was weird. Riddler looked at ass. I don't know. I think they were just trying something new, just like they did with Joker.
Mm.
Also, Sky, the Riddler was out here giving puzzles. Did you
That's what I'm
think about
saying,
that?
bro. That's crazy.
He's the Riddler. He's supposed to be giving riddles, but he's out here giving puddles, puzzles.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm like, yo, what? I'm confused.
Mm.
Once that nigga said I am vengeance, it was over. It was over. I'm like, nah, you're not Batman, bro. You Japanese version of Batman or something.
No, no, no. No, Sky, that's an insult to the Japanese version. They throw hands. They throw hands and know how to kick.
No, no,
You
no,
ever
no, no.
seen
What I
Batman
mean
Ninja?
by yeah, of course
Yeah,
I
so
did.
so
This was
so
fire.
so 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 take that back.
No,
You're saying
no, but what I
that's the
mean
Japanese
is
version.
nah. But what I mean is, look, you know when you go like to like a Chinese flea market, you go get
Oh,
the toys.
oh,
You know, you go get the toys. You already know
oh,
how
the
the Batman
knockoff
toys
version,
look. Exactly.
like made in
That's
China.
what it remind me of. Like one of those
Mhm.
Chinese version toys of Batman.
Exactly. You said Japan version. No, it's made in China. It's
You know what I
different.
mean?
No, I
You know
didn't.
what I mean?
You tried it.
That's
Mm.
crazy.
But yeah,
Anyway,
I sent everything in the group chat just now in the on Facebook Messenger. Please, I'm begging you guys, watch
so
it
who's
because
supposed to be the supervillain in that?
in which one?
In the script that they just did. Who's supposed to be the villain?
We don't know yet.
Uh, I was about to say I might
But
know.
if you want to go grounded, Doctor Strange is the best villain, I think. If you want to go super comical, like if you want to go deep into that, maybe just maybe you can do something like Bane or Ra's al Ghul or who else? Who else?
Uh,
Court of Owls is too early.
I hope they
Court
don't
of
do that.
Owls is way too
Ra's
early.
al Ghul, that Ra's al Ghul version of that is probably just as garbage as the Batman.
But I'm trying to think, who's that? Who's a big bad? You can't you can't go Joker
Um,
because we just saw Joker. We're tired of Joker for now.
I would take Joker and Penguin already out automatically.
What about the
Yeah,
Brainiac?
Brainiac is
I
Superman.
will fight you. I will fight you so hard.
Brainiac Superman. This nigga Batman has never fought Brainiac.
That's what I'm saying. Get it
Mm,
right. Besides, Batman ain't even the smartest person
I would
in
say
the
either
DC
like
universe.
maybe like Poison Ivy or Frost or Mr. Freeze.
Oh, Mr. Freeze. There we go. There we go. We're getting our
oh,
justice for
well,
him.
yeah,
Bro,
they should. They,
see,
they
that's the
should
thing
bring
though. They
back
do Mr.
Mr.
Freeze, they gonna
Freeze.
destroy it, bro. Yo, Mr. Freeze gonna be ass as hell. Nigga gonna have a fucking air conditioner on his back.
Ha!
That's
Yo,
funny.
real shit, yo. Cause you know how like everybody look like some fucking everybody look like they like the ghetto versions of fucking superheroes and shit.
Mhm.
No, you see the same way Batman has to take drugs to fight. You're gonna see Mr. Freeze taking ice cubes, just eating them.
Yo, what? That
The
shit
fuck
gonna
you
be
just
fucking stupid, bro. I don't know, man. That
eating
that
ice
Batman movie
cubes
was bad, bro. That shit was bad to me, bro. Like I
and
love
drinking
Batman.
liquid nitrogen
Yo,
to
that
stay
shit was
below
like
zero.
watching that shit was like I felt like I was watching like a fucking Twilight all over again.
Mm.
Nigga, a real vampire. Yo,
Oh, you know what? As you said that, have Batman fight Dracula. It would be perfect.
oh
It would be
man.
perfect. So
Not for
if you
this
want to go
Batman
stupid,
though. Like fucking no fucking what's the name?
no
No
drip,
fucking
no drip,
juice or nothing.
no drip.
No
But
juice in
I
him or
think
nothing, nigga.
it kind of makes sense to do Bane, but at the same time, I don't think it would work because we already see Batman out here doing drugs. We
That
didn't
shit's
see Batman in
stupid.
comics doing drugs until after Bane, but we haven't done drugs before Bane.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know what's up with this Batman right here. Like, that script got to be good, bro. Cause that first one, I ain't like the first one. That shit was really garbage to me.
Batman
Like,
hasn't even hit his prime yet and he's doing
even his
drugs.
detective skills was off. Like, his detective skills was like fucking washed down. Like, nigga wasn't no real detective.
It's fine in the beginning for him to not have good detective skills, but at the same time, he's been doing detective stuff since age 14, so he should be better.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Now I heard somebody say something about year one, nigga. I don't know
That
about
ain't
year
year
one,
one. That's
bro.
not year one.
I
Mm.
don't
That's
know
not
about
year
year
one.
one. Year one was raw for Batman, bro. It was worse than that,
Also,
nigga.
I sent you the videos on what he was doing during year one and what led up to year
Bro, that
one. I did
nigga
all
done
of
broke
that.
every bone in his body. Nigga done fucking got
Yeah,
shot,
that
stabbed, beat the
that's
fuck
when
up, all
that's
that
when
shit.
God. So you would say Gotham Batman start
It's
is
horrible.
just is horrible. What?
Gotham Batman is horrible.
What?
Gotham
Wait,
Batman is horrible. We
that's
had this
horrible.
conversation before.
Bruh,
That's one of the first things I said when I came on the
bruh,
podcast.
bruh, 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 bruh,
I don't
We
know,
can
man.
fight about this.
bruh,
We can fight about it because I know I'm right.
bruh. We don't leave it
First
like
year Batman,
we don't
that's
leave
how
it
it
like that.
is.
Yeah, we move because I'm right. We move, we move.
We don't leave it at that. Gotham? Really? Okay, bro.
Yeah, I wish Pat heard that. He like,
I'm here. I'm
Oh,
listening.
oh,
He don't like
wait,
Gotham,
wait,
Pat. He don't like Gotham,
wait, wait,
bro.
wait, wait. Did you remember what Batman looked like at the end of this show? Did we watch the same thing?
Yeah.
You
I
remember
didn't
what their
see the. I
Batman looked
didn't,
like?
that's crazy. I didn't see what Batman looked like in that show. Damn.
Yeah.
Exactly. So don't talk smack. Go type up right now. Batman at the end of the show. Don't talk smack yet. Go look it up. Go look it up.
I'm about to do that. I'm about to do that
No,
right
no, no. No, I'm dead. I'm serious right now. I'm so serious. Go look it up right now. Gotham Batman season finale. No, I'm sure I'm series finale. Go look it up right now. And Timothy can still say, "Oh, that's goaded."
The outfit. I know the outfit wasn't
There we go.
good. I ain't gonna hold you. The outfit wasn't good
So why, when I said what I said, you're ready to to say, oh no, you don't know what you're talking about. I sense it in
because
your voice.
the
I
story
sense it in the
the
vocal inflection.
story. What's wrong with what's wrong with the outfit though? You don't like the outfit?
Are we looking at the same? My guy, see, we're doing this again. Are we looking at this? You're doing this on purpose. You're doing this on purpose. You miss me. I know you miss me. I know you missed the version of me. I'm trying to tone down. And you're getting me right up on purpose, Jesse. You sneaky dog. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You really want us to collide. I'm trying to be peaceful. See, I gave my life over to God. You're trying to bring that side of me out. That violent side of me. That's what you want. I'm trying this by the grace of God. I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm not
Eh,
gonna give it to you. By the grace of God. I'm not
I
gonna give
sent
it to
it
you.
to you. I sent it to you. Is it that one or is it
Okay, I'm
this
pulling it
one?
up right now.
Is it this one that you
Yes,
hated,
that's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Look at those.
or is this one that you hated the most,
It is these. This is it.
or is
The
it?
one from season four, the one from season five. Yes. Those suits are horrible. Those are horrible. And you're saying, oh, that was so good. You know exactly what you're doing, you monster. You know exactly what you're doing. You know what you're doing. I rebuke you in the name of my good Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I rebuke you. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, like it so.
Yeah,
The first night I joined the
it's a little
podcast,
cringe.
we
It's
spoke
a little
about
cringe.
this. The
It's a
second
little
week,
cringe.
the second podcast I
You
was
look
on, we
funny
spoke
as
about this.
hell,
The one
yo.
after that, we spoke about it. And now, after all these months, you're gonna come back and say, "Oh, it was
Mm,
good." You know exactly what you're doing. Don't do that. Repent.
Repent. I'll
that's
repent.
crazy.
No.
Ew.
Yeah, yeah, like the jacket.
Nah, bruh. That shit crazy, yo. This nigga look like a sex slave. Yo,
Sky. I know you see what he's doing. I know you
yo,
see it. Yo, Pat. I know you see it.
what was
Pat,
that,
I know
yo?
you see it.
Nigga look, he
Pat, I
got a
know you see
bag,
it.
paper bag over his head.
I see, bro.
I know y'all see it. I know y'all see what he's doing.
He got on a Montclair jacket. Yo, this nigga got on a puffer jacket.
Yeah.
Yo, he look like a old school YN.
No. It gets worse. He was wearing a
Yo,
Smallville
yo,
outfit.
chill out, bro.
Full Smallville.
This can't be worse.
Yo, that look
This
bad, bro.
this can't be worse. I gave you
Why he
another
look like
one.
why he look like Green Hornet?
This can't be worse.
Yo,
This can't this can't be worse.
ah, bro.
Let me give you the
Yo,
right one. This can't
yo,
be worse.
that nigga look like Safe the Filter.
This can't be
Yeah,
worse.
yeah, he look like Sam Fisher. Yeah, nigga look
Jesse
like
knows
Splinter
exactly
Cell.
what he's doing. You
Yo, why he look like
scheme.
Nightwing? Yo, this nigga look like
Jesse
he
knows
Red Hood.
exactly what he's doing. We have spoken about this in great detail, and I told you why from the comics. This is a bastardization. This is a horrible portrayal of the character. I went into so many details the last time.
Nah, that shit look bad, man. I ain't
If
even
you
gonna hold
forget, that's on you. I'm sorry. I gave you the videos, go watch them.
you. That shit.
Go watch them and rewatch them.
You ain't like the Joker?
The first one was fire.
You ain't like the Gotham
Exactly.
Joker?
Oh, that's the best
Oh,
one.
Oh, okay. So you like something.
Yes, I
yeah,
did. We've had this conversation before.
that Batman
Do
was
you not
crazy. That
remember?
nigga was crazy.
I'm just making sure you don't hate it as
I
much.
wait. I got ADHD, so it should be very hard for me to keep up with the conversation. But do you not remember what we spoke about?
Yeah, I remember. I just making sure. Just making
Yeah.
sure that you like
And I
something.
said, and I said the characters, the characterization is so not comic accurate. However, they were
Yeah,
entertaining. They were very
you told me
entertaining.
that. You told me it was entertaining.
Exactly.
It was
They
like
were
more
very
show off.
entertaining, but it was nothing about it was comic accurate at all.
Yeah,
These things, they remove the things about Batman that make Batman Batman completely.
They made it more down
Besides,
to earth.
not even down to earth. A lot of Batman stuff was happening pre-Batman. He wasn't even Batman yet. He was still
Nigga
Bruce
was still a
Wayne.
kid. Nigga was still a kid.
Exactly. None of this stuff's supposed to be happening at all. Like literally none of it
Nah,
at
fact,
all. Why? Because most times in the story, it what they portray is that the villains did not create Batman. Batman create the villains.
facts.
So we shouldn't be seeing so many
Nah, but that is kind of true.
villains.
Cause just like Joker, you feel me? Nigga,
Mm,
nigga did create Joker. Nigga kind of
mm,
did create Two Face.
mm.
The only one he didn't create was Poison Ivy,
And Killer
fucking
Croc.
Catwoman, Killer
And Killer
Croc,
Croc.
fucking he didn't
Man-Bat.
create.
He
Yeah,
didn't create Man-Bat, he didn't create Clayface, he didn't create
yeah. So
Magpie.
his main character, well, his pretty much his main characters he did though.
Mhm.
Well, at least like one or two of them.
And he should never be introduced to the Court of Owls until he's like mid 40s.
Nigga, that's what he. That's at the end of. That's at the like pretty much the end of Batman type shit.
Hmm. At the end of his career, it was the end of his career as Batman before we should see the Court of Owls, and
Facts.
we should know about the League of Assassins like full on until like he's in his 30s.
Yeah, I think he was part of it like at like 24 or something, or
Hmm.
27 or some shit like that. He had just got out of it.
No, he got out before he became Batman officially, but he
Yeah,
became Batman at 26.
yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, so like 24,
Mm.
23,
Yes, around that
24.
time. And matter of fact, the League of Shadows is the last group that he joined and trained with. There were
Facts.
so many different people that he was training with all over the world with his money and resources. And then ultimately the last person he trained with was the League of Assassins and Ra's al Ghul.
Facts.
So
well,
when I see something completely different in the movies, and in the shows, it pisses me off because I'm saying none of this is comic accurate. If you want to have the things done like this, you take away the elements and the moments in Batman's life that makes Batman Batman. The things that we love about him happen because of particular things happening in a specific order in the comics. If
Nah,
you
that's
remove
right.
that, you remove that moment. You just know Batman is cool, but you don't know why he's cool.
we'll definitely see what's going on, cause with Batman Part Two, the script is out, and hopefully we get some more news on who's gonna be the villain. I can't wait to hear who's gonna be the villain because this Batman Part Two coexists with the Penguin show, coexists with him making Gotham Arkham series, not Gotham. I'm sorry, an Arkham series. He's still,
Right?
yeah, he's making an Arkham series as well. The same producer, the same director is doing it
Why?
I don't like
because
this nigga. I
that's what
don't
he
like
wants
this
to
nigga,
do.
bro.
He wants to
This nigga
he wants to
spoiling
do an
Batman, bro.
Arkham. He wants to do an Arkham series.
No,
Mm.
this nigga
That's
doodle.
please don't do that. He's
Please,
still
Well,
on David Mazouz. He's still
well,
flaming
I don't
David
know if you
Mazouz.
knew. I don't know if you know. Yeah, I knew that. I didn't know that, but that's what he's doing.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know about the Arkham series.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
So hopefully, um, we get some
I'm still
more
talking
new.
about David
We
Mazouz.
hopefully
Nigga
we get
ruined
some
Batman.
more news. Couple of weeks from now, couple of months from now, after the whole Superman and Fantastic Four dies down. Speaking of which, I don't have too much about Fantastic Four. Y'all seen the trailers, y'all see what's going on with Fantastic Four. Y'all already know the
Fantastic
whole
Four looks
story.
good.
Yeah,
the whole
I agree
story
with that.
line of Fantastic Four. I don't want to spoil it too much. So my question is to you guys before we close it, before we wrap it up, is that who's gonna win this July? Fantastic Four or Superman?
Oh, it's a tie. It's a neck and neck for right now.
Uh, yeah, I agree. Yeah, like that.
It's neck and neck for right now. But
That's
the one that needs to win more is Superman.
they both a hit and a miss. Like both of those is like a hit and a
Yeah.
miss type of shit, man.
Yeah. But think about it. Which one deserves it more? Which one really, 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 really needs to win?
Oh
Superman.
yeah, Superman, of course.
Because remember, Superman is the godfather essentially of all comics, of all
How much they
superhero
expecting?
characters.
How much they expecting
He's the
of
first.
Fantastic Four? How much they
He's the
expecting for that?
he's the first character one that knew how to fly. I believe, if I'm not, if I remember correctly, it was between Namor and Superman. Superman. These two characters were the first to fly in comics.
Superman started.
And Superman by himself led a whole generation, birthed an era of characters, of phenomenal representation of like powers, costumes, storytelling. Superman alone did that before Spider-Man started taking out the mantle, before Batman was doing the same thing, before Wonder Woman was making waves. Superman is like the guy. So if you're gonna rebirth or rebrand DC, and you're gonna tell them no, hey, we're doing a new Superman with David Cornsweet. This needs to be the best Superman we've ever seen in a while, and it sets the stage for superhero movies going forward because, like I said, it's Superman. If Superman is good, if the Superman movie is good, it gives hope for Fantastic Four. It gives hope for um Doomsday. It gives hope for any other superhero thing, related thing that's gonna ever come out. But if it doesn't, superhero genre as a whole could just plummet.
Speak up,
That's
Sky.
where that is right now.
I can't hear you, Sky.
Yeah, it's very muffled.
Oh yeah, like I was saying, I don't know. I can't agree with that last statement because like I said, Superman. It's a hard that's a hard thing to swallow. Just like how Fantastic Four is a hard thing to swallow. Like especially after all the past ones, it's like yeah, they.
Yeah, that's why it really needs it. That's my point. It really,
I
really,
would
really
give
needs it.
Superman just because, but Fantastic Four looks little bit more.
It looks
It looks a
better.
little
It
bit
looks
more
better.
organized.
It looks better. Fantastic Four looks better.
Yeah,
I will say that.
yeah, facts.
You see, we're on the same page. I'm just pointing out what needs to happen.
What about you, Pat? Who's gonna take the mantle of July? Marvel with his Fantastic Four, or DC first iteration of their DCU, Superman? Oh, he's on the phone. But
Also, it doesn't help that for Fantastic Four, it doesn't help that um we are yeah, sorry. It doesn't help that what's the name again? Pedro Pascal is not the ideal person that you'd want for a Mr. Fantastic or for Reed Richards. And it doesn't help that for Silver Surfer, we are getting the female who wasn't even a main Silver Surfer to begin with, but she's the one who is the main super Silver Surfer that we're into getting
That's
introduced to now. But on the plus side, we're getting a fun, light-hearted Johnny Storm, and we're actually getting Galactus.
yeah,
So, so, so those are the positives that's really pushing right now.
I guess the appearances is going what's going to make that movie because I mean that whole Silver Surfer shit is kind of crazy and I mean depending on how Galactus is and how he looks and what parts he played that's going to make a major impact in the movie. So I
Yeah.
mean as far as like go like as far as like I'll say Superman because Superman was more promoted and No, I mean they put like
That is true.
DC put a lot into that Superman.
They
So
did.
I would say Superman just for the simple fact of how much money they put into it, how much they did everything with it. Like Fantastic Four is just now being seen, but it's not being seen as much as Superman. Like
Oh, wait, you know what's funny? Um, I bet that when Fantastic Four is about to drop, expect a higher amount of money opening weekend than Superman.
thanks.
That's crazy. There you, there you have it.
They're gonna want a higher amount of money
There
than
you,
than 175 million.
and there you have it. We're not, we're not at we're not trying to do a whole DC and Marvel war here, guys. I hope that you don't take from what we talked about today is a whole war against DC and Marvel. Marvel has its baggage. Marvel has its
Oh, we're
shows.
fighting everybody. Everybody can get
There's
it.
always gonna be a war.
Put them
There's
dukes
always
up.
gonna be a war.
Mar
Everybody can get it.
Marvel does has its baggage, and some people do not resonate, do not uh, have shows that they didn't speak to them, like Daredevil, for example. Um,
Oh yeah, by the way, Sky, have you watched it yet?
No, no comment.
uh, that's a good one, but
Yo,
overall, over.
put in the chat. Put in the chat. Put in the comments if you guys are watching, wherever you guys are watching. Um, that Sky needs to watch Daredevil. Put in the comments.
Yes,
Put in the comments.
yes, put
Put
it
in the
in the
comments.
comments. If you're watching on Twitter, if you're watching on YouTube, put in the comments, hit the like button so we can keep doing these shows for you guys. This is a podcast that we do twice a month. Um, we talk about each and every show um, in context and in 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 a form short of 2 hour long episode. Sometimes we talk about three different topics when it comes to DC and Marvel. Today was four. Um, I hope that out of these four topics that we talked about was Superman, Fantastic Four, Batman, and Ironheart. So I hope that you guys liked it, these sets of things that we talked about today. If you have some feedback, if you had some distaste of what we talked about, as far as with Superman, Fantastic Four, uh, Batman, Ironheart, write it down in the comics, and then I'll definitely read them. Overall speaking, uh, Nas, any final
Mm.
thoughts before we close out?
Thanks for having me. Even though, well, I didn't think I was gonna make it. Definitely keep you guys in my thoughts and prayers. Jesus loves you. Jesus died for you. Repent and be baptized in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen. Sky, any final thoughts?
Nah, man, it's always fun to hop in the battles.
Definitely, definitely. And there you have it. Just wanted to let you guys know that the next podcast we're gonna be having is going to be, just wanted to let you guys be aware, is going to be on, I would say, the 13th of July, because it gives um me, Nas, Sky, uh, the first time of watching Superman and letting all uh the comments, the reviews of everybody is gonna be talking about that week of July. And July also has July 4, which is a Friday, in that whole week. Then Superman comes on that Friday as well. So it's gonna be a lot packing and writing uh, for Superman, and then you have Fantastic Four 2 weeks later. So it's gonna be very, very awesome to watch as a fan. It's gonna be battle of the DC and Marvel. It's gonna be a battle, and I
Hmm.
just hope that somebody wins. if if both wins in their own merit, that's awesome too, because
Hmm.
we will
The more
be
win, the better.
yes, yes, because like we'll be getting more DC. People would like DC more. People will start getting back to watching DC because there's not a lot of people as of right now is rooting for the DC fandom.
Nope.
They're more rooted into the more Marvel fandom. There's still audience for that, but some of them is like, eh, it is what it is. Again, I just want to just give you a whole recap. With Ironheart. Ironheart first episode that I watched was very awesome. I'm gonna be watching the rest um, throughout the week. Uh, I want to be able to finish it off because like there's gonna be a new episode coming out this Tuesday. I heard as well, and I can't wait to see what's going on with the script of Batman with Robert Pattinson. Those are the highlights uh, of that. Um, my last
And check out the ones that I sent in the group chat as well.
Yes, I definitely will. My last overall thoughts is just that let's keep the hope alive. Let's just keep that hope that this storytelling driven is awesome. No bullshit, because Nas will tell you what it is. Nas will tell you what you
It
did
most
was
definitely
stupid.
will.
What you did was stupid. And me will come at it from the CGI, the directing, the storytelling. That's where I'm gonna kick your knees off of telling it like it is. So until then, collide out.